Welcome to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Lady Tigers versus the Stilwell Lady Indians. And this is the opening game for the Tahlequah Lady Tigers of the 2025-2026 season. I am Ashley Stevens along with Dr. Kelly Calloway, Craig Wing, and Ryan Hosley on the camera. We're anxiously awaiting the arrival of Coach Wing shortly. But guys, very exciting. It's who are we going to be this season? This is a senior-heavy team, and learned a lot from last season. Had a really good summer. Went undefeated. One of the few Tahlequah teams that have actually went undefeated during the summer. So that raised the expectations, and just trying to get back into rhythm during the 4 weeks of scrimmages that they have. So we're really trying to see what this team is going to look like at tip-off.
Yeah, definitely anxious to see what they're going to look like. I know you've got to see them some with some scrimmages and stuff, Ashley, so definitely want to see how things go. I'm anxious to see how Lauren does down low as the senior big leading this team, her and Carson. And it's crazy that we're already at basketball.
Yeah, it goes by really fast. I mean, the football season felt like it happened in a blink of an eye, and we know that basketball season will do the same. And a little shake-up in the district. You know, it's not the same as it was last year, as we now have Glenpool. Yep. And they played the other night, played against East Central. And East Central early on was touted that they were the district favorites, if you will. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Glenpool may have beat them by 20 plus. I'd have to go back and confirm that that's what the girls were talking about. So this whole district is really up for grabs. There is not an easy game on this schedule for the Lady Tigers, or for anybody. As you go look through this schedule, every single game is up for grabs. It is not. There's not one game you look and go, okay, that's a win, that's a win, that's a win. It's a I don't know. I don't know. And that's not an indictment against the Tahlequah team. That is a praise to the level of talent that's in this district.
Right. Yeah, and I was, no offense to like some of the spar away schools, but I was kind of wishing I know Durant don't have them very far to. That's a long way to go, and I feel bad for them. You know, so I'm like, man, we still got to go to Durant. They have to travel so much.
Yeah,
it's so bad for that school.
It's definitely tough for the southern team there of Durant, and even McAllister. Yeah. McAllister, they have a pretty good ride they have to take as well.
Yeah, that's true.
As we look over the Stilwell Lady Indians team, they're fairly young. They've got a couple of seniors, 2 to be exact, Lily Sosa and Samantha Taylor. But keep an eye on Ava Swafford, number 4, a junior. I'm sorry, there's another senior, Maddie George. But look to see them play a substantial role tonight for the Lady Indians. And last year, Tahlequah swept the Lady Indians, but it was a battle. You know, first one out of the gate there with them was back and forth for quite a while before the Lady Tigers finally put them away. And the second one that Stilwell had some injuries in that second one, and the Lady Tigers.
Right. You also don't know, it's Stilwell and Tahlequah. I mean, it's always it's kind of like that.
And Stilwell travels so well.
They do.
Yes, we were just sitting here talking. Tahlequah has so many things going on in the community right now with the lighting over at NSU. There's a home game at NSU. And Stilwell has traveled very, very well. Right. And so when your fans outnumber the other fans, you kind of take away that home court advantage. So one thing it's going to be here at the TMAC is it's going to be loud.
And they got that band. I remember last year that band was very, very loud. At least they're on the other side of the gym.
Yes, we were right next to them last year. That drum right in your ear, and they were pretty amazing. So.
Yeah, well, we'll have to go there next.
This couple of weeks. Back.
Yeah, it's fun though, and we've had some. It always gets a little chippy in a good way, I guess you could say. I don't know if it's you know what I mean. Like it's fun.
You need to move those immediately before we told.
Sergeant Sanders is getting somebody. Somebody's blocked in.
They created 3 rows out there where there should just be 2.
Is it probably right out? Yeah. But
I heard a Volkswagen. I hope that's not us.
It's probably not your Rolls Royce, actually.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. Hopefully they would know. So
Yeah.
we're about 5 minutes away from the start, the tip-off of tonight's action, anticipating some excitement, some fireworks, if you will. We'll talk about some sponsors.
Yeah. Tonight, BJ Baker, he was our penalty sponsor in football, but he is going to be our foul sponsor in basketball. So BJ was very clever with his sponsorship, and he's going to get his name called a whole lot. So if he's a trial attorney, definitely give BJ Baker a call.
We still have several 3-point sponsors, free throw sponsors.
Oh man, we could get your name in here a lot, and we have a pretty good following. So not to brag, and then Ashley has been doing a fantastic job at our creative, wrestling with trash pandas and hanging out with Kobe Bryant.
Kobe and I had a great visit. God rest his soul.
Kobe was ready for Green Country Sports Network.
So he was fired up. So AI is taking over. It's amazing what AI can do today. So very exciting future. If you see how much it's gone here recently to what it's going to be.
You can't even tell that it's fake.
Yeah. So if you really thought I was fighting a raccoon, then no, that was.
I don't know. You are kind of you are a country boy, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That 80,000 seat stadium at NSU where you got tackled there, that was pretty exciting too.
So.
Wouldn't it be nice if NSU could have
that's NSU's new stadium, I guess.
Man, and how about Northeastern? What a season that football team has had. What a turnaround, 8-3, and a bowl game, a first ever First Americans Bowl between East Central and Northeastern State. So if you get opportunity to come out and support the River Hawks, they would appreciate that.
1:30,
I believe so. Yeah. So
we still got about 3 minutes to go. Kind of just waiting here. They're going to start doing some things here. We're going to probably do the starting lineups and the national anthem in here shortly.
Yeah, I've got the old butterflies. I'm not even playing, and I just, it's one of those things where you love sports so much and you want them to compete and give it their all. And it's for these seniors, every game's the last, right?
Yep.
It's the last first game.
Yep.
It's their last, and one of the things you talk about with these seniors is, what kind of legacy are you going to leave? When you look back at Corey Rainwater and that group, and you go back even further, to Delaney Nix, to Lydia McIlvain, what legacy are you leaving here at Tahlequah? And that's something they talk about. When you talk about the great Tahlequah Tiger teams, Lady Tigers, how are you going to be remembered?
Yep, like the teams led by Smalls Godot.
Right. And so it's, you had those teams that made a run to the state playoffs, right? And it had a really good run. And then you think back to when they went to 6A and really didn't get to the level that they wanted to. And they're like, man, that could have been. And this is going to be what could have been.
We got kind of hosed. We had to go to 6A. I'm sorry.
What was did they have 67
there wasn't that
Metro
many.
Lakes Conference wins in a
Yes.
row?
Yeah, it was insane.
Well, it appears, gentlemen, I think they're going to do the national anthem. So we're going to take a quick break and introduce the starting lineups here. And give me 1 second. Got a few new things here. I got to find them. You think I'd be ready for stuff like this, but we'll be back.
Lakin Adams, Jr.
Rayleigh McCarter, sophomore. Mo Wilson, senior.
Carson Gilbert, senior.
Lauren Stevens, senior.
For the playing of tonight's national anthem by the Orange Express from Tahlequah High School.
Orange Express with the playing of the national anthem. And we are about ready for the starting lineups. Stilwell Lady Indians, head coach Matt Lee, assisted by Bronson Barnes.
Thank you for your support of Tahlequah Tiger basketball. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll introduce the varsity team.
Starting lineups for the Lady Indians.
Coach Professor Matt Lee, assistant by Bronson Barnes. And guard, 5'3" junior, number 11, Taylor Crowley.
Said number 11, but number 2 came out.
Number 2, Taylor Crawley. Number 3, Maddie George. Well, they got her at number 30, actually. Number 4, Ava Swafford. Number 22, Cassidy Davis. Number 23, Callie Stilwell. Starting lineups for the Lady Indians. And now the starting lineups for your Tahlequah Lady Tigers. Head coach David Qualls, assisted by Charles Knight Chief. At guard, a junior, number 3, Lakin Adams. At senior, number 11, Carson Gilbert. Another senior guard, number 22, Haley Joe Wilson. And a senior, number 23, Lauren Stevens. And a 6-foot junior, number 25, Rayleigh McCarter. And that is the starting lineups for your Tahlequah Lady Tigers.
Is he a sophomore or is she a junior?
She's a sophomore. She's just a sophomore.
Well, she got a lot of playing time last year as a true freshman.
Yeah, she came off the bench. She was really the number 6 player last year, and so moved into that starting role with the injury to Elena Stock. But we should see Elena as she's still trying to recover that ACL injury there with the big brace. So look to see her get some minutes in, and hopefully we can get as much as possible out of the senior guard. But here we go. Stevens and Swafford to jump to get this game underway for the first period, 2025-2026 Tahlequah Lady Tiger season. There we go. There's a tip. Hit over. McCarter comes down with it. Kicks it out to Gilbert. Adams being pressured by Crowley. Adams to Gilbert. Gilbert trying to get to Stevens underneath. Real reverse layup. What a move! Assist Gilbert to Stevens. Nice reverse layup underneath the goal. Tigers up 2. Long pass over here to the corner. Drives, kicks out. Corner 3, air ball no good, tipped, rebounded by number 23 of Stilwell. Floater off the backboard and is good. We're all tied at 2. Stilwell wanting to press, and they do. Gilbert going to bring the ball down. Looks like they're going to go man press. Gilbert to the left. Over to Mo Wilson, to McCarter. Gilbert flashes inside, and it is stolen by Stilwell. And in transition, fakes 3, drives, and they're going to get Stevens with a foul.
Tahlequah definitely has the size advantage here tonight.
Fouls going to be coming to the Lady Tiger.
You know, on that entry pass, she's got to know that off guard's coming in to help and not make that pass.
Off the back of the rim, no good for Swafford. Goes 0 for 1 at the line. On a second free throw attempt for Swafford. 7:02 here in the first, tied at 2. This is the second one. And we've got a lane violation against Stilwell. So it will be Tahlequah basketball.
The Tahlequah lady Tigers looked at him like, what was that call? You know.
So in press over to Lakin Adams. Adams to Gilbert. Gilbert being pressured by Crowley. Crosses her up to the top of the key over to Adams, setting up the offense. Over to Mo Wilson. Wilson to Stevens. Stevens to Adams. Adams shoots from the logo. In and out. Stevens trying to get the rebound, but couldn't get it. Knocks it out of bounds. Will be Stilwell basketball. Adams shooting deep at the local bank logo. Couldn't get it to fall. Lady Tigers in the press. Nice hesitation dribble. Able to split it. Mo Wilson gets her hands on it. Swafford at the top over at the eye of the Tiger. Around to Crowley. And good shot. Can't get the fall. Rebound Stevens. Kicks it out to Lakin Adams. On the miss by Stilwell. Adams driving. She's going to take it against two people. Can't get the fall. Rebound McCarter. McCarter kicks it out to Carson Gilbert. We got a whistle. I'm not quite sure what the call was there.
I think he was just letting her get up. It's an unusual thing to call there.
Were those clocks up there before, or is that our new shot clocks?
So that's a warning towards Stilwell. I'm not quite sure what the warning was for. Wilson inbounding it. Over to Gilbert. Nice and good. Gilbert for two. Assist Mo Wilson. 4-2 Tahlequah.
We were at the NSU game, and that play worked for NSU. Just the exact same play.
Stilwell breaks the press. Drives. Shot no good. Rebound. McCarter. McCarter throws it away. Blocked by Stevens. On the ground. Jump ball. Oh, no, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call McCarter for her first personal foul. Second team foul for the Lady Tigers here in the first quarter. 5:51 to go here in the first. 4-2 Lady Tigers on top. Inside. Knocked away by Stevens. Wilson comes up with it. Then she has it stolen away from her. Layup no good. Rebound is McCarter. Kicks it out to Gilbert. Gilbert kicks it out to Lakin Adams in transition. She slows it down wisely. Now she's going to attack the basket at the baseline, and she is fouled. So she will go to the B.J. Baker Trial Attorney foul line for the first free throw attempt of the night for the Lady Tigers. 5:34 to go here in the first, and that is the first team foul for Stilwell, and that was called against Callie Stilwell. Adams misses the first of two.
Check in for the ladies.
Cassidy Davis. Lakin Adams misses both, and that's uncharacteristic for her, missing both free throws. So the score remains the same, 4-2. 5:25 to go here in the first. Stilwell trying to drive inside, and that's stolen by Stevens.
Look.
And it's maybe a little late. Trying to get to Adams. And Adams looks. Stevens is wide open under low, but she'll take it herself. Layup two is good. So 6-2, and we got a timeout. Stilwell. It's 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Good defense by the Lady Tigers right there to force the turnover, and Carson Gilbert just a little late seeing that, but she got it down there, and Lakin Adams with her speed flashes to the basket with an easy layup there.
You kind of see the difference in the pressure. Lady Tigers are pressuring the passing lane, and Stilwell's pressuring the ball. So that's where we're going to try to get our defensive pressure.
Lady Tigers with 2 team fouls here in the first period. Lady Indians with only 1.
I love hearing that band over there. It makes it so much more intense feeling.
Gives you more of that hometown, small excitement as it builds the drama here at the TMAC. So Stilwell basketball. After the 30-second timeout, Tahlequah will drop out of the press. Lakin Adams will pick up pressure at half court. Ball's being brought down by Dally Davis. Over to number 30, Riley Workman. Good ball movement. Round the horn it goes. Wild shot off the top of the rim. That'll go out of bounds. Be Tahlequah basketball. Good defensive pressure there by the Lady Tigers. Stilwell staying in the man press here. 4:56 to go here in the first. Inbound to Stevens, back to Gilbert. And Gilbert will bring it on down for the Lady Tigers. Over to Adams. Adams top of the key to Stevens. Looks inside. Oh, just couldn't. Too soft of a pass. That's got to be a harder pass right there. A little turnover there by the Lady Tigers. And Workman's going to bring it down in transition. Round the horn it goes. Nothing there. Swafford 1 of the 3. Nothing doing. Going to drive inside. And that's a tough call right there. Going to get Stevens for her second.
Yeah, when you got a player driving kind of out of control and you get bailed out on a call on that deal.
So that's her second personal foul here in the first quarter. So imagine we're going to see her take a quick breather. First of 2 is good for Swafford.
Checking in for the Lady Tigers, number 21.
Addison Hutchins checks in for the Lady Tigers, and Swafford goes 2 for 2 with that trip to the line. 6-4, Tahlequah by 2, 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Man press, back to Gilbert. Gilbert being guarded by Dally Davis. Crosses are up at the free throw line. Nice job there by Carson Gilbert. Broke her ankle and buries it at the free throw line, 8-4. Out top of the key, Davis, back to Swafford. Skip pass, across the court, Davis top of the key. And Mo Wilson with the steal, kicks it out to Lakin Adams. Lakin Adams in transition, fouled. She'll go to the line for another chance at 2. Good job there by Mo Wilson to steal that ball. 3:58 to go here in the first. Tahlequah with 3 team fouls. Stilwell with 2, and that foul was called on Cassidy Davis.
You know, Mo was kind of the do-everything player last year. She looks faster this year.
Oh, she is. She's fast, and Tahlequah always has that gnat, right? And she's this year's gnat. I mean, she's all over it. She is annoying, on top of people, and she plays great defenses. So she's a special player. Lakin with making the first of 2. Chance to extend the lead for the Lady Tigers, and she does. 10-4. She makes both of them from the B.J. Baker free throw line. 10-4, Tahlequah by 6. 3:55 to go in the first. Kicks out to the baseline 3. That's going to be short. Rebound, Gilbert. Bounce pass, and it's stolen. Missed on the layup. And Gilbert, it looks like we got one on the ground here, and we're going to get a jump ball that will be Stilwell basketball. And that was just kind of a little sloppy pass there that was intercepted. And luckily missed the layup, but got the jump, and so it goes to Stilwell. Trying to inbounds and does. Inside to Dally Davis, and she's blocked by McCarter. Rebound Gilbert. Gilbert needs help. McCarter does a good job staying back to help. Lakin Adams got to bring it on down for the Tigers. She's got to get it across the deal. It was 10 seconds. She's got to be clock aware in that situation to understand that you only get 10 seconds, so she just took too long to get it on across.
Yeah, you forget that the other player held the ball for 4 seconds before you got it.
Yeah, so early season mistake there by the Lady Tigers. 10-4, 3:20 to go here in the first. Dally Davis back to number 2, skip pass. And nearly stolen there by the Tigers. And Tahlequah doing a good job of trying to touch as many passes as they can.
Passing lane pressure's tough.
Floater off the backboard, no good, tipped out. And that is Lakin Adams taking no time to get it across. And wild shot, takes the shot under the basket and is fouled. And so Carson Gilbert will go to the line. The B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line, shooting 2.
You know, Lakin doesn't look like she's running very fast, but she's always getting that separation.
Yeah, she is. She is quick.
You called her a gnat?
No, that's Mo Wilson. Mo Wilson's
our... watch it. Her dad's kind of... I'm just kidding.
Gilbert makes the first of 2 to extend the lead for these Lady Tigers. 11-4, 3 minutes to go here in the first. Gilbert, 2, 2 for 2 with that trip to the free throw line. Makes it 12-4, Lady Tigers on top. Being guarded, nearly stolen by Adams. Adams pretty handsy there. And that time she's able to tip it out of bounds. So we'll stay Stilwell basketball. 2:45, clock running. Trying to drive inside. Mo Wilson with her hands on the ball once again, but able to be recovered to Stilwell, and she falls down. There's Mo Wilson with a rebound, and she's trying to bring the ball down herself. Does a good job. Gets it across half court and over to Adams. Adams spins, goes baseline, kicks it over to McCarter. McCarter shoots. Can't get it to fall, and we've got a whistle. They're going to call Tahlequah for another foul, another push. Let's see who that's going to be on. That's on McCarter. That's her second personal foul. We welcome Coach Gary Wing to the broadcast. 2:26 to go here in the first period, 12-4. Tahlequah with 4 team fouls. The next one will send Stilwell to the line as they will be in the bonus. Stilwell with 3. Lakin Adams with the steal. And in transition, she's going to take it. Layup, no good. Rebound, Wilson kicks it over to Gilbert. Gilbert for 2. 14-4, Tahlequah by 10.
Good rebounding, Ashley.
Yeah.
Kept it alive.
Tahlequah with a 10-point lead. Looks like Elena Stopp's going to check in at the next whistle. There's Mo Wilson with another steal. Mo Wilson with the layup and can't get the fall. Rebound is Adams, and Adams with the putback, and Tahlequah here on a nice little run. And again, just being handsy, trying to touch every pass, and they're doing a good job there. 16-4, Tahlequah on top. Baseline, Euro step, blocked by McCarter, rebound, Addison Hutchins.
Wilson was real nice to give that assist over to Adams last time.
Gilbert able to get it across. Lots of pressure there by Stilwell, and that ball was tipped. Stilwell gets it, and then Adams commits a foul.
He never stopped his 10-second count, but didn't that other girl touch the ball?
It's got to be a change of possession in order for it to pause it. So Elena Stopp will check in for the Lady Tigers. And that is the 5th team foul against the Lady Tigers. It's Adams' first personal. So Stilwell Lady Indians will go to the line, shooting 2. Changing the rules from a few years ago.
Yeah, I like that.
No more 1-on-1s. And she makes the first of 2. That's Riley Workman. I believe they announced her as Maddie George as number 30. Number 30 on the roster is Riley Workman. So
yeah, I don't know. We can ask somebody from Stilwell here shortly.
I'm going to guess that that's Maddie George as a senior.
Number 30.
Minute 24 to go, 16-5. She makes the first of 2. Let's see if she'll make the second one. Nope, just short off front of the rim. Rebound is Gilbert. Gilbert out to Adams.
How's Stopp's knee doing?
It's still attached to her leg, and that's about all we can ask for at this point. Adams in trouble. Gets it over to Wilson. Wilson comes to help. Gilbert with a head fake, pulls up for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound Stilwell, and got a little hand on it, and there we go. Oh, nearly had to steal. Stilwell comes down with it. Nice head move by Swafford, and she's going to be fouled by Adams.
That's 2.
And that's her second personal foul.
Ooh, that was a good fight.
So you have McCarter, Stevens, and Adams all with 2 personal fouls here in the first quarter.
That's not good.
So 16-5, Tahlequah. So Swafford will go to the line, shooting 2, makes the first of 2.
So B.J. Baker foul there.
The old B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. Free throw line sponsor. And she goes 2 for 2 with that trip to the line, 16-7. Lady Tigers on top. And got Adams sneaking behind them. And she's going to draw the foul.
Boy, they'd go up strong. And
so they're tied on these whistles here in the first quarter. Are they going to loosen the whistles up a little bit? Because
that didn't seem like much.
We're homers, right? So we're sitting here going, I don't know about that one. That was. We'll take it. Adams at the line, shooting 2.
We will definitely take it.
Makes the first of 2.
Boy, there's a
She's
big
now,
crowd, Ashley.
Yeah.
That parking lot is full tonight.
She's now 3 for 5 at the line. Make it 4 for 6.
Boom, boom, boom.
And we're going to have a quick substitution as number 20, Lily Garcia, the freshman, going to make her varsity debut here with 52 seconds here in the first quarter. Lady Tigers by 11 with 52 seconds to go here in the first. And Lily Garcia, I've got to watch her in the scrimmage, and she is a hustler. She has the ability to play a little bit, so you might see some minutes out of her as the season comes on. Adams, again, even with 2 fouls, still playing very aggressively. There's Stop getting a hand on the ball. And there's Lily Garcia making her presence felt as she got a hand on the ball and knocked it out. And again, I think that is probably what we want to say about the first quarter is these Lady Tigers putting their hands and trying to touch every pass that comes about. Skip pass over to the left side. We're just playing catch back and forth. 30 seconds to go. Inside to Swafford. Swafford trying to take a drive and can't get it to fall. Being guarded. Good defense by Hutchins. And that one goes off of Stilwell's knee, out of bounds. Will be Tahlequah. Good defense there by Addison Hutchins.
Stilwell looks like they're very young. The way they're playing, inexperienced.
Inbounds to Adams, back to Gilbert, 20 seconds to go here in the first. Back to Adams. She's going to drive, baseline, let it go, can't get it to fall. No rebound, Stilwell in transition, 2-on-1. And good job there by Elena Stop to force the pass, and that basket's no good. Rebound Stilwell. Addison Hutchins gets the hands on it, and that ball's no good. And there is Elena Stop showing that she can play still a little bit and gets the held ball call, and that will go to Tahlequah.
She's right down there where the ball was. So it's
2.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Inbounds to Adams, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Tahlequah by 11, 18-7. We'll be back. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't. But this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. 18-7 at the end of the first quarter. A couple of Lady Tigers in foul trouble, specifically Stevens, McCarter, and Adams. And so the lineup stays the same. You got Lily Garcia, Lena Stop, Lakin Adams, Carson Gilbert, and Addison Hutchins in to start. I want to take a minute and thank some of our sponsors like First State Bank, State Representative Bob Ed Culver, and as always, Tahlequah Lumber. Inbound down low. Good. Oh, they're going to get Carson Gilbert with a foul. And I'm telling you right now, the whistles are tight tonight.
This game will be 3 extra hours.
I mean, at some point, yeah, you think that you'll let them play a little bit. Carson Gilbert with her first personal foul, first team foul of the second quarter. It's Callie Stilwell at the line, shooting 2, makes the first of 2.
Well, they're hot on their free throw shooting. We got to quit fouling these girls.
Maddie George checks back into the ball game for Stilwell.
That's about the only way they've scored since I got here.
That's literally how they scored. And that rebound is by Stilwell. If she misses the second one, 3-point attempt, no good off the backboard. Rebound Garcia. Her first varsity rebound. 7:40 to go here in the second. Tahlequah by 10. Adams over to Hutchins. They run a little twist. Adams kicks it out to Gilbert. Oh, back to Adams. Adams baseline jumper. No good. Rebounds Swafford. Nearly losing it. In trouble. Stolen there by Adams.
Make it this time.
And Adams can't get the fall. Garcia can't get the rebound. Stilwell comes up with it.
She's trying real hard not to make any contact. She just needs to go up and get fouled.
Swafford gonna drive. Easy layup.
Go in strong and make them foul you.
Gilbert bringing the ball down.
Stilwell's a real strong man-to-man right now, guys.
Adams at the top of the key. Picks the ball up. Needs some help. Over it. Stop. Stop inside to Garcia. Back to Stop. Stop for three. Off the front of the rim. No good. Tipped. Rebound. Stilwell.
That was a great block.
In transition. A great defense there by Elena Stop. Knocks it out of bounds. Will stay Stilwell basketball. Checking back in the ball game is Stevens and McCarter for Garcia and Hutchins.
That's the old team. Used to be the Twin Towers back in the day.
Over the wing, free ball, off the back of the rim, no good. McCarter off her ankle, comes down with it. Able to kick it out to Stevens, who gets it over to Stop. Stop, being pressured by Swafford. Able to maintain. Bounce pass, timeout, Tahlequah, and that's a 30-second timeout.
Well, Renita and Renda, Two Sister Financial sponsor that timeout, I guess.
See it up there in the corner with the Two Sisters cat.
Pretty creative stuff. That's why Ashley makes the big bucks.
So just settling down these Lady Tigers right there. I think that's a good timeout there by Coach Qualls to just kind of settle them down and get refocused here.
Yeah, that man-to-man's kind of got us flustered there for a second.
So Tahlequah will take it over here on the side. Gilbert will inbound. Wants to get it to Stop. And just forcing the issue. And it's knocked out of bounds.
Somebody right in front of you can just hand it to him.
She kept waiting for her to get space, and it wasn't happening. So inbound to McCarter, back to Gilbert.
Good little play.
Oh, she had Adams open there for a second. Top of the key is Stop. Stop to Stevens. Stevens over to Gilbert. Gilbert on layup. Got it.
Awesome. Boy, that's one of our favorite plays right there.
Nice assist from Stevens to Gilbert. 20-10, back to a 10-point lead. And
boy, Adams get her hand on a lot of stuff. But quit fouling, don't foul.
5:45 to go here in the second. Tahlequah by 10. 20-10 is the score. Three-ball attempt going to be off the rim, no good. And that's going to go out of bounds, no rebound. It'll be Tahlequah basketball. Checking back in the game, Mo Wilson. She's going to check in for Lake and Adams. With 5:36 to go here in the second. Inbound over to Mo Wilson, back to Gilbert. Gilbert being pressured. Back to Mo. Back to Gilbert. Got to get it across, girls. And they do. Bounce pass to Wilson to McCarter. Flashing inside is Gilbert. Gilbert with the layup, no good, and she is fouled. She'll go to the line, shooting two.
Safe to say the refs tonight are pretty whistle happy.
That was a great movement by Gilbert without the ball, and that's so important to get open. That looked good.
At the B.J. Baker free throw line, Gilbert makes the first of two. Gilbert right now with high point with her 10th point of the game.
Tommy Nix Auto Group sponsoring this free throw.
And Gilbert makes both of hers. Makes it 22-10.
He's a good sponsor, isn't he? Helped her make that. Go out and see him. Tommy Nix Auto Group.
Over on the wing, back to the top of the keys, George. To Dally Davis, trying to get it inside, but got a hand on it. Three ball from the baseline, no good. Rebound, Gilbert. Gilbert going to push tempo. And has it. How she came down with it, it was tipped down her back. Able to get it to Stop. Stevens, she'll turn around. She has it blocked. Rebound, Stilwell. Three ball, once again, no good. And goes right to Gilbert.
If they keep shooting out that corner, Gilbert's going to get 20 rebounds because that goes right to her.
Wilson going to bring it on down for the Lady Tigers. And stolen by George. Good block there by Mo Wilson. In transition, and you know what? You make a turnover and you get down and you make up for that mistake. Great job there by Joe Wilson.
She was already past the play and just reached back. That was a great play.
So Stilwell basketball on the inbounds. 3 ball from the baseline, no good. Air ball, rebound, Stilwell. Good defense there by the Lady Tigers. Out of bounds will be Tahlequah basketball.
Boy, we're not boxing anybody out.
Yeah, right now the rebounding seems to be in favor of Stilwell.
Yeah,
I mean, just a little bit. Not Tahlequah's actually winning the rebound battle, but
right now we're just getting out hustle, looks like. But we'll get it. It's early in the season.
Gilbert going to drive and draw the foul. Kick at the end. 1, so she'll go to the B.J. Baker free throw line, shooting 2.
That's such a smart thing. Just go in there and make them foul you. So much of their fouls that they're calling. That's a great, smart play by Gilbert.
Gilbert now with 12 points at the line, shooting 2.
Yeah.
Makes the first one.
Soft rim right there. Soft rim. I see Bob Ed Culver's name up on one of those up on the wall.
Gilbert, perfect thus far at the line, makes it 24-10.
Largest lead of the game.
14 for the Lady Tigers and 14 for Carson Gilbert. 3 ball off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound.
Oh boy, girls.
Stilwell, floater off the back, and it is good. Over the stop. Stop over to Wilson. Wilson bringing it down. Gets Swafford. Kicks it out to Gilbert. Gilbert, baseline jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound.
Almost.
Lauren had her hand on it, just couldn't bring the ball in.
Almost. Good try.
And Davis comes up with it. Bounce pass over the baseline. Guarded by Gilbert.
Good defense. Good defense. Hey, we're getting with it right now. Looking good.
3:15 to go here in the second. They try to get behind the defense. And Gilbert with the big swat. Woo.
Man.
And they're going to finally blow the whistle against Bailey Phillips. First team foul.
Coach Ron Cox was my coach. He would have had a conniption fit if we'd thrown it back across the lane like that.
Lakin Adams checking back in the game, as does T. Augustin.
So I want to say hello. Oh, I'm sorry.
T making her first appearance.
I want to say hi to Coach Cox if he's listening.
Inbounding is T to Adams. Back to T. T will bring it on down for the Lady Tigers. Bounce pass to Adams. They're going to let Stevens shoot a 3. She'll take it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Lauren Stevens nails it from the top of the key, 27-12. Can they answer? No. Rebound, T. Augustin.
T. Augustin's grandpa was a 1971 graduate at Tahlequah High School.
Bounce pass over to Adams. 2.5 to go here in the first half.
Long tradition of athletics.
Wilson. Over to McCarter. McCarter to Adams. Adams going to shoot from downtown. Nope, no good. Rebound. Off of Stilwell. So it's going to stay Tahlequah basketball.
Good job.
I thought that was off the bus.
I did too, and I'm going to argue with his eyeballs on that one.
No, sir.
He's right there on the floor, guys. Let's not argue with it.
We may change that tone here.
Inbounding is T. T to Adams. Adams is fouled again. She will go to the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line. Don't settle for any attorney when you can have a trial attorney. 2:16 to go here in the first half. Tahlequah with a 15-point advantage. Adams at the line. Made the first of 2 and trying not to put the free throw jinx on her. She missed the first 2 but has made them all since.
It's all you if she misses it.
No such thing as jinxes as she goes 2 for 2 at the line. 2:15 to go. Tahlequah 29. Stilwell 12. Floater, no good. McCarter trying to get the rebound, but Wilson comes up with it, and she is fouled by number 13, Miley Burns. And that, let's see if that's the 4th or the 5th foul. That is the 5th team foul for Stilwell. So she will go to the line, the B.J. Baker free throw line. B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line.
We're just
I'm just going to start calling the P.J. Baker line. How's that?
Say, we're adding all kinds of stuff because we got.
So Mo at the line shooting 2. In and out. Robbed. B.J. Baker, we're filing appeal as we were robbed.
We ran a 2-1-2 zone defense earlier. That's very rare for us to play that.
Second free throw attempt is good for Mo Wilson. She's just trying to make the numbers even. It is 30-12. Timeout Stilwell, and that's going to take a 30-second timeout for Stilwell.
We were down, our lead had shrunk to 8. Now we pulled it way out.
Yeah, we're back to an 18-point advantage. And just some early stats here. Lakin Adams with 10 points. Carson Gilbert with 14. Mo Wilson with 1. Lauren Stevens with 5. Stop, Adams, Gilbert all have 1 foul. McCarter and Stevens have 2 personal fouls each. Tahlequah right now with about 18 rebounds to 14 by Stilwell.
That's surprising because Stilwell went on a little run where they got a bunch of rebounds, just all right together.
Well, it's all been defensive rebounds for Tahlequah. They're not getting many offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
3-ball attempt, in and out, no good. Rebound, Augustin. Augustin out to Adams. Adams push tempo. She's got numbers, one-on-one, and she's going to drive and blocking foul. So Adams will go to the line. Shooting 2, B.J. Baker, trial attorney, free throw sponsor.
She went strong, forced the issue, and she rewarded with 2 free throws. And we've had some officials that would have been a no call for sure.
So 1:50 to go here in the second quarter. Adams at the line shooting 2. Misses the first of 2. No, I jinxed. No, that doesn't count now.
How long does that jinx thing hold up, Kelly?
That's right.
Gilbert going to check in for Stevens.
Well, it's important she made it through without another foul. That was really huge for us and her.
Misses both of them with that attempt. So 30-12 remains the score. 1:45 to go here in the first half. Swafford going to drive inside. Layup, no good. Rebound, Stilwell. Second attempt, no good. Rebound, McCarter kicks it out to Adams. Adams in space. And she's got it in transition. 32-12. Lakin Adams now with 12.
Is she left-handed?
I believe so, Coach.
She's right.
Swafford has a steal. Oh, Mo Wilson nearly had a steal. Swafford being pressured by Wilson. Floater. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. And then stolen by Wilson. Kicks it way out to the corner to Adams. Adams to Gilbert. Gilbert with a head fake. McCarter working hard down low. They didn't see her.
So Stilwell's back to his zone now.
Over to T. Augustin in the game. Looks like Addison Hutchins going to check in on the next whistle. Good little in-out game. Gilbert baseline 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Wilson comes up with it. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert floats it at the baseline. Got it.
Good job. Nice pass by Wilson. Good rebound and pass out.
Offensive rebound is something that the Lady Tigers needed. And stolen there by T. Augustin. 28 seconds to go. T's going to bring it on down.
They're getting a lot of playing time, aren't they, those sophomores?
15 seconds away from the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. Lakin Adams atop the key. Look to hold for this final shot. Under 10 now.
You got to get going. Let's go.
5 seconds.
You're going to run out of time.
Over to McCarter. Goes back door to T. Augustin as she traveled. Took an extra step. So with 2 seconds to go here in the first half, Addison Hutchins will check in for Rayleigh McCarter. 34-12, Tahlequah on top by 22.
Gary, you're going to interview Coach Paul here in just a minute.
Matt?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think David will come up here.
Okay.
And
he hadn't yet, has he?
Can't get that off before the buzzer. That's the end of the first half. Lady Tigers 34, Lady Indians 12. We'll be back with the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. We're here with Coach Matt Qualls, boys coach, and nice enough to come up, visit with you, with us, and you guys. So, Coach, new season, everybody's 0-0, and
yes, sir. We're opening up season opener tonight in the T-Mac on a nice evening. Had a big turnout tonight. Stilwell Indians are here, of course, to play, and it's always good to start with a non-district game and get a feel and see where your guys are at this point in the year. Everybody's 0-0. No one really has any game film to scout anybody right now, so it's kind of about all how you come out and play, and we're excited to see what our guys do this evening.
And I know we have one returning starter, and what can you tell us about who else is going to be playing?
Yes, yeah, this is a whole new team. It's a whole new team, and we are definitely going to have some time to adjust and put puzzle pieces together. It's not going to be perfect anytime soon. It's puzzle pieces because we got one guy that's had any varsity experience that's returned to us, and that's Jet Morrison. So a lot of new faces, but at the same time, I'm very excited. I am very excited. I enjoy this group of guys. We got some talented guys, and we got some young guys. Some real young guys. It's been the youngest team that we've put on the floor since I've been here, so 9 or 10 years. So there'll be growing pains early, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah. We're excited for the outcome.
I think you mentioned earlier you might have 2 freshmen getting a lot of playing time this year.
Yes, sir.
So who are those?
We got 2 freshmen that have done real well for us this summer, and one would be Duke Dobbins. He was here last year in 8th grade, and he will be a fun player to have the next 4 years. I'm excited for him. About a 6'2", guard forward type body. He's real coachable. He does things right, and the other one was Jevin Dick. He's coming to us from Briggs, America. We're excited to see what he's going to do for us. He actually just got released a couple weeks ago. He had a football injury, a season-ending injury, so it makes take him a little bit more time to get his legs underneath him, but he's a special talent. We're excited to have both those, 2 freshmen and a sophomore in the starting lineup. That's something that we're excited about and take pride in. We only have 3 seniors this year, and they all will play an important role for us. Aiden Johnson, he got some game time for us last year. He'll be our junior starter along with Casson Wilson. He'll be our other junior starter. So we're no seniors starting, and we're just excited for it, and everybody's bought in. This team plays together and for one another, and that's what makes it enjoyable is guys get excited for each other. We're going to be way more balanced offensively. It's not going to be, one guy shooting the ball a lot like it was last year. We kind of had to play to our strengths last year, but this year is more balanced, so more guys can put the ball in the cup, which makes it harder to guard for people.
Yeah.
So we just have to slow down and play with confidence and slow down and get those first of the season jitters out pretty early tonight.
I know you don't have any big people like you've had in the past. What kind of offense are you going to be trying, or defense are you going to be trying to use?
Offensively, we're going to try to take advantage of our size. We don't have much size, so we're going to spread people out and spend a lot of time shooting the basketball in practice. Had the guys in the gym at 7 a.m. this morning to get shots up. I mean, we're not taking any game lightly. We're expected to shoot the ball at a high level, so we put in the time to do so. So spreading the defense out, moving the ball around until we get an open look, and not settling. It doesn't have to be a three-point shot. You don't have to settle. You can pass up a good shot to get a better shot sometimes.
Yeah, and I know this is a group of boys with that inexperience that we will be able to see the improvement probably game by game as the season goes along. I'm looking forward to seeing where we're going to be at the end as compared to where we are now.
Yeah, most definitely. It'll be growing pains. We're young, but I think the exciting thing is the youth will grow up quick. We practice at a high game speed. We want things done right, and the younger guys are buying into it. And biggest thing will be tonight is just slowing down a little bit and making sure we play within ourselves and not let the environment or the first game jitters get us out of what we want to do offensively.
Yeah, well, it ought to be a fun year because I know you have some very, very talented young men on that team, and I'm looking forward to watching them play.
Of course.
You got a huge crowd here tonight to watch this opening game.
It's great. I'm glad to see the turnout. We'd love to have the band here. They do a great job. It's always good to have a great atmosphere. These kids put in time ever since the summer and put in early mornings for it. So if you come out and watch a game next Tuesday, we'll be at home against the Glenpool Warriors. Come out and watch. Support your Tahlequah Tigers. We're all about seeing you guys and representing the town well.
Super. Thank you, Coach, for coming up here.
Thank you very much. Go Tigers.
Yes. Well, that was very good, Coach. Had some good points.
Always good to have Coach Qualls come up and give us a little preview of what to look for these Tahlequah Tigers, and because it's a whole new face. And some halftime stats for you from the Lady Tigers. Currently, Lakin Adams with 12. Carson Gilbert leading all scorers with 16. Mo Wilson with 1. Lauren Stevens with 5. Fouls. Stop. Adams, Gilbert all with 1. Stevens and McCarter with 2. I believe we've got Adams with 2 fouls, not 1. I think they missed one there in the stats. Rebounding, Tahlequah with 22 rebounds, but the one that we want to get better, they only have 4 offensive rebounds. And so depending on how well you're shooting, right now you're shooting 42%. And we talk about analytics a lot in basketball, and the reality is if you're going to shoot 42%, if you're going to shoot 50-50, then you need to get those rebounds, give yourself 2 shots at the basketball to have a basket to get a better chance at it, right? You know, if you're shooting 33%, you need 3 shots at it. So you really need to up those rebounds, and so I'm sure that's going to be a point of contention for Coach Qualls. The other thing that we look at that has been something of note is the turnovers, and the Lady Tigers with 9, and we know that plagued them last year, the turnover margin. And so, definitely want to keep them under 20.
Yeah, for sure. 15 really is your goal any game. So in the second half, keep that under 6. We'll be all right. But 2 things I would stood out to me at the half was rebounding. You touched on it a bit, but the defensive rebounding, several times we had players out of position, leading to easy offensive rebounding. rebounds for the Stilwell. I think they have. I don't know how many offensive rebounds they have, but they've got quite a few. And Carson Gilbert, that may be the quietest 16 points and a half I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I didn't know she had 16. That's pretty impressive.
And then, a lot of Lakin Adams came from the line. She's driving in and getting to the line in transition, using that speed to get to the defender's hip and then attacking the basket. But right now she's 3 for 10 from the field, 6 for 10 at the line. Carson Gilbert 6 for 6 at the line. Mo Wilson 1 for 2 at the line. From beyond the arc, Elena's 0 for 1, Lakin's 0 for 2, Carson's 0 for 1, Mo is 0 for 1, and the only one who's made a three-pointer is Stevens, and she is 1 for 1 from beyond the arc. And we are ready to start the second half.
And that three was quite a ways past the line. She's got some range.
I'd like to take a minute and welcome Pam Baldonado and Noel Palamaria watching the Green Country Sports Network from California, Los Angeles, California. So that's quite a reach.
Wow.
So Lady Tigers will start with the basketball over to Adams. We've switched ends. See if this goal is as Stevens wanted to get it inside to Gilbert. Wasn't there. Gilbert being pressured by Davis. Off the back of the rim, no good. Can't get the rebound. Tipped out to Stilwell. In transition, 2-on-1. No look pass. Slows it down. At the wing, no good. Rebound, Stevens.
Good job boxing out, Lauren.
Stevens going to push it. Got numbers. And she's going to give it to McCarter. Nice assist by Stevens.
Excellent. 2-on-1. My gosh, that looked good.
And that's how you do a good ball movement. And Mo Wilson once again just creating that pressure.
Back in a 2-1-2 here.
Whoa. Off of McCarter's foot. Stilwell retains possession over at the right wing. All the way over. That's a dangerous pass, and McCarter makes her pay for it on the interception.
Coaches hate those passes.
Yeah, that'll skip pass.
Adams off the screen by Stevens for 3. Tahlequah opening the second half on a 5-0 run, and there's a timeout. Stilwell, and they'll take a full one, and we will stay here.
Boy, she is fired up, Ashley.
Coach, you got Linda Garrett watching from Stilwell.
Hey, Linda.
Is she there welcoming
somebody talk to us, Linda? I was wondering if anybody was going to get on our comments.
Is she there to welcome Coach Morris? Or?
I hope.
If they'll let her, she'll be there if it's anything to do with OSU.
The OSU Sam Houston game right now, I think they're playing.
Yeah. So her and Fred, I bet he's right there with her.
So Tahlequah starting this second half, playing very well. 5 points quickly. 2 by McCarter,
Actually,
3 by...
if you need it's Christmas time, so if you need a good loan or a quick loan, you can always call Quick Cash Finance and go get you some money for Christmas, so you can buy me that gift you've been telling me you're going to get me.
That's it.
Then go out to Baker's Furniture and purchase that gift.
I could use a new recliner.
Kelly, I'm so broke I can't even afford to pay attention.
Yeah.
So here we go. We are ready.
Well, you better go to Jackson Hewitt Tax Service and let them help you out then.
Right.
Save what little money you got.
Stillwell basketball. Tahlequah drops out of the press. 6:44 to go here in the third. Tahlequah 39, Stilwell 12. And it's a run and jump, and nearly made him pay for it. And behind Stevens, they can't get the fall. Rebound off of everybody's heads and hands. And blocked by Stevens to Gilbert. Gilbert on the rebound off the block. She's going to force transition, and then she's fouled. But it's on the floor.
Yeah.
And force is the key word there. She didn't let that girl push her out. And she made him call that foul.
That's Maddie George's third personal and the first team foul of the third quarter. Inbound to Gilbert off the screen. Easy bucket there by Carson Gilbert.
Beautiful.
41-12, Tahlequah on top. Over to the right wing, back to the top of the key. Being guarded by Adams. Going to try inside, kicks it out, stolen by McCarter, out to Adams. Adams in transition. Easy layup there.
Boy, she's tearing him up this half, isn't she?
Adams with her 5th point of the second half. Drive inside.
Boy, she's
kicks it out. Baseline jumper. In and out. No good. Rebound Stevens.
Good job, Lauren.
Stilwell's had several balls just go right in and right out of the rim.
Long pass over to Mo Wilson. And that was just a tough pass to try to come up with. Can't get the fall. Rebound Stevens. Kicks it out to Adams. Baseline three-pointer, good. Carson Gilbert. And Gilbert lighting it up tonight.
Just looks effortless, I'm telling you.
46-12.
So smooth.
Tahlequah on quite a run. And she's being held by 20. And honestly, that's a pretty good foul because she's going to get it and be in transition.
Right.
So holding
15 yards
is the flag, and that'll be 10 yards from the spot of foul. Mo Wilson will have the ball for the Tigers.
Some defensive holding.
Well, I'm liking this, Ashley. They just keep working. They're not taking their time.
Gilbert over to Adams.
Hustling.
5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Adams over to Gilbert. Inside to Stevens, and they're going to get.
Is that on Lauren?
They're going to get Stevens with her third personal.
She did.
Say offensive foul.
Woo! Holy smokes!
Oh, that's a tough call right there, but
I guarantee you they won't
must have thought he saw something.
Yeah, they won't call that when we're playing Booker T or something.
What about that with her lowering her shoulder like a bull in the china closet? And there's a block by Stevens on the other end. No foul called there. Kicks it out to Stevens.
I get here.
I'm talking about. Over to Mo. Mo inside to McCarter. McCarter on top of her. Can't get the fall. Rebound Stevens with the putback. She can't get the fall. Rebound McCarter and the two's there.
Yeah. The Twin Towers helping each other out there. Good play.
48-12. Lady Tigers on top. Pull-up jumper. Finally got a bucket. Their first bucket, and it comes with 3:58 to go here in the third quarter. Adams using her speed. And she's got a layup if she wants it. Can't get the fall. Force issue just ahead. She'll shake it up down here.
She hurt something.
And that ball's going to go out of bounds. Will be Tahlequah basketball.
Definitely not something we want to see.
No, that's unfortunate.
Elena Stopp going to check in for the Lady Tigers. As they check on, we will take a
we'll take a break.
Quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Well, we don't need
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Inbounding is Carson Gilbert. Looking for someone to break open. Gets it in McCarter. Back to Gilbert. 3:38 to go here in the third. Tahlequah 48. Stilwell 14. Gilbert on the spin. Over at Stop. Good space. Inside to Stevens. Back door to Gilbert. And she has it blocked.
That's a throw it to high post at free throw line, and the wing girl goes back door. We've used that for years and years.
Inbound trying to get it to McCarter, but stolen by Stilwell. 2-on-1 in transition. McCarter got a hand on it. Rebound Stilwell. And if they call Lauren, that's going to be her fourth foul. Let's see who they call it on. That's her fourth foul, so she'll head to the bench.
Unfortunate.
I'm still kind of wondering what they were calling offensive on that one.
So they just throw it out of bounds, turnover.
I think one of them missed their play call there. Yeah, this is a crew. I think we know all this ref crew, isn't that? That's Justin Terrapin down there, I think. And is that Anthony
Meter
is the other one. So, yeah, we know all these guys. Good refs.
Keep going. Keep going.
Stop. Crossing her up. Kicks it over to Gilbert. Gilbert left open for three. Can't get the fall. Rebound McCarter. She puts it back up. She's got it.
Good job.
Tahlequah 50. Stilwell 14.
I'm way off.
3-ball attempt.
48. My
off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Stilwell. Little travel, no call. Floater, no good. Rebound. Addison Hudgens, and she's fouled. T. Augustin going to check in the game on the next whistle. Mass substitution here by Stilwell.
BJ Baker foul.
Hey, Chris's Quick Lube. I want to thank him for sponsoring us. Go by and get your lubes.
We have that one on here, actually. I know we do.
Number 23, Kelly Stilwell. And number 24.
Where's it at?
Andy Longshore.
Stop. Over in the corner, brings back out to the top. And trying to throw it, and she gets it knocked away, out of bounds. Will stay Tahlequah basketball.
Got a lot of girls on the bench. Are those freshmen, high school?
They're
Do you know?
Younger ones, yep.
It's good to see that many players out.
Stop over to Gilbert. Gilbert, backdoor to McCarter. McCarter, easy layup. Can't get it to fall, and there's a foul. McCarter will go to the line. The B.J. Baker, trial attorney, free throw line, shooting 2.
I like your BJ Baker one. Your other one's really good too, actually. Oops, I hit the wrong button.
At the line, shooting 2, McCarter makes the first of 2.
Is Riley a Tahlequah girl? Did she go through the system? Does anybody know?
She came here as a freshman, coach. Second free throw attempt is good.
Well, that's pushing
Carter now.
Almost 30
with
points.
7 points.
40 points.
52-14, Lady Tigers on top, driving. Shot no good. Rebound, McCarter. McCarter kicks it out to T. Augustin in transition. Layup, and it is good. T. Augustin.
Left-handed hook shot. Wow.
54-14. Looks like Lily Garcia will make an appearance. Stolen there by Elena Stop. And we've got a whistle. We've got an injured referee.
Uh-oh. Hope he didn't. I don't know what happened there. It looked like his ankle.
So now we're going to be down an official.
Well, you got to go get your whistle on, Craig, and get down there. We will. As long as they got oxygen, I'm good to go down there and help them. Can I wheel a tank around?
So officials timeout while they tend to him. We'll take a break. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. So looks like we may be finishing the game here with 2 officials. Minute 29 to go here in the third quarter. Tahlequah 54. Stilwell 14, Tahlequah by 40.
Well, we've exploded.
Over Lily Garcia, T. Augustin from way downtown. Can't get the fall. Rebound is Elena Stop.
Whoa!
Stop with a putback.
Smallest one on the court for a putback.
Swafford trying to find space.
Boy, she's doing a good job moving her feet, Ashley. Who is that? Garcia?
Lily Garcia.
Oh, a great job.
Kicks over the right wing. Just inside the arc, no good. Rebound, Augustin. Augustin going to bring it on down for the Lady Tigers. Under a minute to go, 50 seconds to be exact.
She was a former Pegs Panther.
Stop, goes baseline, floater, no call. Off the backboard, no good, and Stilwell knocks it out of bounds. Will be Tahlequah basketball. Lots of substitutions again for Stilwell. 39.2 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Tahlequah's missing a girl here. Oh, there she is. Over, throwing it in.
T. Augustin going to inbound the ball over to Lily Garcia. Lily in tied to McCarter. McCarter going to work. Just the turnaround jumper. Can't get it to fall. The rebound is George. Pushing it at free throw line, and she is fouled. And that is Lily Garcia's first personal foul. That's the third team foul for the Lady Tigers.
Well, coach will probably get a chance to clear the bench here before this game's over.
Over the right wing. Drives inside. Floater, no good. Rebound T. And we've got a held ball call. Will be Stilwell basketball. 21.8 seconds to go here in the third.
That's my aunt, Tina. Are we related?
Inbounding is Cassidy Davis. Out to George. Jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is Addison Hutchin. Gets out to Garcia. Garcia back to stop. 13 seconds to go here in the third. Being pressured. Over to Lily Garcia. Trying to bounce past the T. Forced that issue there. And in transition layup, no good. Rebound McCarter. And that's the end of third. Tahlequah 56, Stilwell 14. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging, estimate a bill, ask a question, or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter, Tahlequah 56, Stilwell 14. Starters back in for the Lady Tigers: Lakin Adams, Mo Wilson, Carson Gilbert, Stevens, and Rayleigh McCarter. And it's a good opening game for the Lady Tigers. There's lots of things that you can go back and say, hey, this is what we need to clean up before we play and get into the district. Because Tahlequah Thursday night plays Collinsville at the Coweta Festival, and then on Friday night they play Coweta, so they're going to jump right into the fire. And so let's hopefully knock some dust off with this warm-up game with Stilwell before they go in and face some really heavy hitters with Collinsville. Lakin Adams back in the game, obviously shake off that injury from a minute ago. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is Stilwell. Over at the right wing, Dally Davis, and she is going to be fouled by Carson Gilbert.
Those are a couple of top-notch teams that you mentioned there, Ashley.
Yeah, they very strong 5A teams, and so going to get a good look at them later in this week. Inbound over to Dally Davis. Being pressured by Adams. Over the baseline, long pass out back to the wing. Three ball off the back of the ring. Oh, off just flat out air ball. Rebound is Gilbert.
Boy, we look so much better than we did this time last year.
Gilbert.
Just stuff about moving without the ball and coming to the passes. And
Stevens at the top of the key over to Gilbert.
That experience is
trying to go back door, and she had her, just missed her. Round they go. Circle to McCarter. McCarter with a wide open shot, easy bucket there by Raylan McCarter. McCarter having herself a very good night.
She got a soft shot for a big
58-14. Three ball, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Gilbert. And now Tahlequah will mass substitute, and that may be the end of the night for the Tahlequah starters.
Yeah.
T. Augustin, Addison Hutchins, Elena Stopp, Lily Garcia, all checking the game along with Gypsy Calco. 58-14 with 6:04 to go. Lily Garcia with the steal. And good job to use her body to fight through contact and nearly loses the ball. Stays with it. Bounce pass over to Addison Hutchins. Spin around. Can't get it to fall. Rebound.
Good
Stop.
Pass.
Stop.
That's a pass.
Out to T. Back to Stop.
Working on her assist.
Over to T. 5:35 to go here in the fourth. 58-14. Tahlequah on top. T from way downtown. Can't get it to fall. Calco's trying to get the rebound. Knocks it out of bounds. Will be Stilwell basketball. Checking into the ball game for Stilwell, number 2, Taylor Crowley.
I wonder if Tahlequah Lumber Company donated the floor. It's a beautiful floor they've got. But Tahlequah Lumber is a good sponsor for all kinds of Tahlequah activities.
Top of the key three ball off the back of the rim, no good. And Calico trying to come down with the rebound and gets the held ball. Will be Stilwell basketball. Some scores from around 5A. Booker T on top of Bishop Kelly, 62-36. Durant and East Central. What a ball game it was down there in East Central. Durant 35, East Central 31. So Durant getting a good win there. Collinsville, Will Rogers. It's been all Collinsville, 60-19 in the final there.
And that's one of our. Oh.
So stolen there by Stilwell. Layup, got it. And that's Dally Davis. Calico going to bring the ball down for the Lady Tigers.
She's a freshman.
And Stop throws it away, trying to force it to Lily Garcia. Transition basket, and good block there by Elena Stop. It's a great defensive play on the other end after the turnover.
Yeah.
Number 10, Jeshlyn Swofford. And number 13, Miley Burns. Number 24, Maddie Longswood.
Over the left wing and drive inside. Euro step, can't get it to fall. Rebound Calico. Calico in transition. Trying to force it to Garcia, nearly stolen by Swofford and out of bounds. Will be Lady Tiger basketball.
Yeah, she took 2 dribbles after she saw the let Stilwell catch up. Little stuff like that, the experience, she'll learn that in a hurry. Get to play some.
Over to Garcia, being trapped in the corner, and they're going to call her for walking.
Well, I have a little bit of bad news. We will not be able to do the Kawita thing this week. We got to work Thursday. Sorry, my thing's down. I was going to say we have a little bit of bad news. We won't be able to do the Kawita event this weekend because we have to work Thursday, Friday. So
the old jobs, huh?
I know.
The real jobs getting away.
We apologize to everybody. Most of the tournaments, it's going to be really hard for us to do. Actually, you'll be there, I'm assuming, right? But, you know, it'd be kind of hard for you to set it all up, call it, and do everything by yourself. So,
yeah,
and
I wouldn't have a clue how to do any of this. I just show up. And
so,
you're just the star.
There's probably a Kawita stream, I'm assuming, of some sort. Is it a tournament?
It's a festival.
Okay. Is there a better word for tournament?
Yeah, so there's not like a bracket. They all play each other.
Okay, so we won't be doing that. And the boys don't have a game this
They don't play again until after tonight. They play Tuesday home versus Glenpool. That'll be a good game right there. So Off the miss, rebound Tahlequah. And that is Stop. That is Elena's sister right there who checks in the game. Callie Stop, number 14.
So I believe everybody's got in the ball game so far.
Under 2 to go. And they have went to a running clock, so even on the whistle, the clock's still running. Over to number 12, that's Brooklyn Carey making her debut.
Brooklyn Carey.
Over to Calico, and a head fake, and they're going to say she traveled.
I thought that was a good fake.
Minute 30 to go here in the ball game. Tahlequah on top, 58-16.
She looks like she's built more, you know, like as far as size and stuff, more like probably a sophomore to junior.
Well, this has been a very impressive outing by the Lady Tigers. Whoa.
Off the backboard, no good. Tipped out of bounds, will be Lady Tiger basketball. Minute to go here in the ball game as the Lady Tigers are going to cruise on to victory. Nice opening day victory for the Lady Tigers over the Stilwell Lady Indians.
Had you been seeing this in the scrimmages?
It's been up and down in the scrimmages. There's a little turnover there by the Stilwell Indians. Over to Callie Stop. 45 seconds remaining here in the ball game, and nearly throws away. Carey does a good job running it down, and then has it stolen from her. And then Callie Stop trying to steal it on the ground, trying to get a held ball, and does, and that should be Tahlequah basketball. Now, if you remember last year at home versus Stilwell, there was controversy with the game.
The boys' game.
Yeah, when they shot it after the buzzer went off and got credit for the basket and win the game. So let's see if there will be any revenge exacted tonight. And Callie Stop having a hard time controlling the ball, and it goes out of bounds.
That was a referee thing.
Right.
Didn't have them do the clock right.
And that will wrap it up. Tahlequah Lady Tigers win tonight, 58-16.
Very impressive, very impressive.
Good opening win for the Lady Tigers as they will travel to Coweta on Thursday for the Coweta Festival to take on Collinsville. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only local.
Jake Dobbins, and I'm a freshman.
Devin Dick, freshman. Aiden Johnson, junior.
Castor Wilson, and junior.
Chet Morrison, sophomore.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Tigers versus the Stilwell Indians. I'm Ashley Stevens along with Coach Gary Wing. Craig Wing is in production, and Dr. Kelly Calloway also here. And Coach, we just wrapped up the Lady Tigers, and that was a nice outing for them to get started. But moving on to the boys game, and it is a whole new roster almost, you know, with a lot of young guys that are starting.
Yes. Yes, a lot of talent out there, but not much experience. None on the varsity level for a couple of these starters tonight.
You know, one of them you're going to recognize his name, as his dad is a Tahlequah Hall of Famer, and that is Cale Dobbins, a freshman, and has range and basketball IQ comes naturally to him, but also puts in a lot of work. And so it says a lot to get to play as a freshman. It says even more when you get to start as a freshman. And the reality is that's where we're at with Cale, Duke. I'm sorry, I said Cale. I'm talking about Duke. Cale is out, excuse me. Duke Dobbins, not Cale, apologize. Duke Dobbins is Cale's brother, younger brother. Cale is a sophomore, and he is currently in rehabbing his injury. But Duke Dobbins, Luke's other son, is outstanding.
And you mentioned IQ comes naturally. Let's just go back. His dad, Luke, was all-time leading scorer here. His grandpa, Mike, was the second leading all-time scorer here. His great-grandpa was a Hall of Fame basketball coach at Northeastern, so a long line of athletes.
So I'm all over the place here with Cale and Duke. I got him as a sophomore. He's an actual junior. You think I'm going to get it right here shortly?
Cale is a junior.
Cale is a junior and is out currently.
He's not playing, right?
Duke is a freshman, and he is starting and he is playing. I think we got that sorted out at this point.
Did Duke play football?
No.
Not varsity.
But he was.
But nonetheless, we'll get it right here in a minute.
Earlier tonight.
Welcome to the show, Kelly.
I know, I'm talking. I was making sure we have extra security behind us. I don't know why.
You know who I know is not playing? Luke. All right, Luke is not playing basketball tonight. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you a real key, I think, to this game is rebounding. We're not very big. Can we rebound enough to be effective? And I know we're going to hustle on defense. That's a given.
Well, you get the return of Jet Morrison, who was injured during football season, early in a scrimmage of football season, so he was out during the entire football season. So he is back healthy. He's ready to get on the court, and so he was a very large contributor to the team last year. So he brings that experience. Then you have Aiden Johnson, who also had really good minutes last year as well. So that's really the experience that you're bringing with Weezy. But here's a name that we haven't heard in a while. Javen Dick is the younger brother of TD.
Oh, yeah, Taylor.
So just some history there. Of course, you have the senior Rylan Kimball, Daniel Carey, and, of course, Kingston Hall. All will see some action as well. So there.
Kingston is 6'4" and 260. He's kind of if he will improve and he can make a huge difference on this team if he will. Well, who was the guy last year with him? Miguel?
Miguel.
He could play the Miguel role, come out of nowhere and really be effective.
The other person that provided substantial minutes last year was Caston Wilson, and that is the younger brother of Haley Mojo Wilson, who is a starter for the Lady Tigers, and so he has the ability to hit from range as well.
So we're getting ready for starting lineups here in just a few minutes, a few seconds, I guess. I'm looking forward to this. This is a big unknown for this team.
Yeah, and so it's going to be interesting to see. We're excited to see this very young Tahlequah Tiger team. And they have looked good in some scrimmages. They played some really tough teams, but they have looked really good. And I think Coach Qualls is excited about what he has and realizes he's got some depth, right, with some youth. So he knows this team's going to be together for a while. And so hopefully they can minimize what young teams tend to do, those mistakes. If they can minimize those, they're going to win some ball games.
Yeah, but you know they're coming. That's just part of the maturing process. Saw Faith Springwater down there earlier. Like to say hello to her.
So now for the starting lineups. For Stilwell Indians, their head coach is Mike George. They are assisted by Dylan Leach. And Chris Canoe, a senior, number 4.
He was pretty good player.
He was a mess for us last year. Number 11, Luke Duncan, 6'1" junior. Another 6'2" junior, number 12, Brayton Carter. And 6'2" freshman, Riggins Bagby. Wonder if Riggins is named after Friday Night Lights.
That's a cool name.
And a 6'2" junior, number 33, Chase Benham.
That guy gave us a lot of problems last year with Bynum.
And now, the starting lineups for your Tahlequah Tigers. Head coach is Matthew Qualls, assisted by Tanner Christian. At guard, number 0, Jet Morrison. And junior, number 1, Aiden Weezy Johnson.
Got a haircut.
And a freshman, number 3, Javen Dick. Number 10, Caston Wilson. And number 22, a freshman, number 22, Duke Dobbins.
That was his grandpa's number.
And that is the starting lineups for your Tahlequah Tigers.
I still remember back when we were in high school, we did the newspapers and the Who Cares and all that. Do you remember doing that? Do they even allow that anymore? Did you not remember that?
We did it all the time back in the day. There's a lot of things we did that we can't do anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if we get in trouble or if it was just that.
So the one thing that Coach Qualls said, if we had an opportunity to interview him at halftime during the girls' game, is these kids, this group that he's got, is not dependent upon one scorer. So they're going to be able to have several guys that should be in double digits in scoring, and so you're going to have to pick your poison with this Tahlequah team. Do you shut down Duke Dobbins? Do you shut down Javen Dick? Do you go after Caston Wilson? Pick your poison here. Who are you going to shut down? Or are you going to try to stop Jet Morrison? So we'll see what Stilwell elects to do and which type of poison pill they want to take tonight. So no love lost between these two teams at all, and we're ready to start.
Inexperience shows up mostly on defense. We think it's going to be on offense, but if you're inexperienced, the defense and turnovers, those is what will show up.
Well, here we go. Here's the tip. Weezy on the tip. And Stilwell comes down with it. Chris Canoe will bring the ball down for the Indians.
And we're starting out in the middle.
Nearly stolen by Morrison. Kicks out 3 ball. Off the rim, no good. And good strong rebound there by Jet Morrison. He's pushing tempo, 3-on-1. And he's going to take it himself. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, number 33, Chase Benham for Stilwell.
Probably there it'd been nice to see him go ahead and pass that one off.
Over on the corner, nearly stolen by Jet. Being pressured by Caston Wilson. Weezy now on Carter. Going to drive baseline. Jumper. Blocked by Weezy. Got a hand on it.
That was good
and
defense.
It goes off the rim. Stays Stilwell basketball.
Well, I haven't seen the referee back, so they're still running too.
Yeah, they got 2 referees as one got injured in the girls' game. Inbounding. And we got a whistle. Offensive foul is the call.
Yep. 2 hands in the back, just giving it all.
That's going to be against Chase Benham. That is his first personal, first team foul for Stilwell. And Stilwell goes full-court man press. Caston Wilson going to bring the ball on down for the Tigers. 7:15 still scoreless here in the first. Off the screen set by Duke Dobbins. Another screen set by Weezy, and it's stolen. Stilwell in transition, and they're going to see if they get Javen for a trip. Foul on the floor. No, they're going to call Duke Dobbins. That's his first personal, first team foul for the Tigers. 7:01 here in the first.
It's a B-mandate for trial attorney foul.
Inbounding is Stilwell.
Whoa.
Over the short corner, being guarded by Jet Morrison. Jet, good job getting a hand on that, and then stolen by Weezy. Weezy Johnson out to Caston Wilson. And we got a carry. Is the call, so another little turnover. Stilwell basketball. 6:44 to go. Neither team has found a way to get the ball into the basket yet.
Well, there's 2 turnovers on us so far.
Right wing, Benham, top of the key, being guarded by Jet. Trying to go backdoor, nothing doing, and he throws it away.
Hey, Coach Cross was open.
Pass intended for Riggins Bagby, who dove down. Benham expecting him to be there. Another turnover for Stilwell. 6:25 to go here in the first. Jet Morrison, step back. Oh, thought he was going to. Over to Duke Dobbins for 3. Got it! Duke Dobbins for his first 3 points as a varsity Tahlequah Tiger, and Tigers go on top 3-0. Yeah.
And he is shooting 1,000% for his varsity career.
Euro step, and there we go, quickly. They answer with a 2-pointer, and that's Luke Duncan. Makes it 3-2, Tigers on top. Dobbins being guarded by Duncan. Gets it across half court.
Luke Dobbins.
Facing a little bit of pressure.
Against Luke, what's his name?
Duncan.
The LDs.
Over Weezy Johnson. He drives, attacks the basket, finishes at the rim, and one! Count it. Let's go. Weezy Johnson at the bucket, draws the foul.
I tell you, from watching these boys in scrimmages, they've got some talent. It's going to be fun watching them.
And that foul is going to be called on Chris Canoe, his first personal, second team foul for Stilwell, 5:37. And Weezy will go to the line at the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line, shooting the and one. And he got it to go. A little shooter's roll for Aiden Johnson. Tahlequah 6, Stilwell 2, 5:30 to go here in the first quarter. Slowing the pace down is Carter. Over here to the short corner. Guarded by Wilson. Good job to force him to the baseline and loses control of the ball is Chris Canoe. Turnover Stilwell, be Tahlequah basketball. Great defense there by Caston Wilson.
That's a bad thing to do, to dribble to the baseline and stop. I mean, it's just, you're inviting a turnover doing that.
Jet Morrison bringing the ball down over to Wilson. Back to Jet. He's wide open for an easy layup. That's just pitch and catch, if you will.
What
Give and go.
Athletic shot. He was kind of behind the backboard.
Jet Morrison with 2. 8-2. Tahlequah on top. 4:55 to go here in the first quarter.
They're really slowing it down, looking. Took the fake there.
Foul going to be called against the Tigers.
Number 10.
That's Caston Wilson's first personal, second team foul. Couple substitutions for the Indians. Number 24, Riker Muskrat. And Kason Stoke checks in. Wilson guarding Muskrat. Off the switch, now Dobbins has it, picks it up over to the left wing. Being guarded by Wilson. Coming off the screen, and good job there by Jet Morrison to get his hand on the ball and knock it out of bounds.
Quick, very quick, very quick.
Stays Stilwell basketball.
Oh, boy, they had a wide open shot if they'd have looked for it.
Carter over to the right wing, setting up the offense is Riker Muskrat. 4:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Tahlequah 8, Stilwell 2. Over in the short corners, Benham being guarded by Morrison. And good Morrison, nice job there, good pressure, and Benham dribbles the ball out of bounds. Another turnover caused by defensive pressure, and guess what? He's going to get a warning as he threw that ball into Meter's face, the official. So I think he's having a quick little conversation with him, telling him to calm down. Warning issued to Benham. No foul, though. Tahlequah basketball, inbounding is Jet Morrison. And we're ready for play. Inbound to Wilson. Back to Jet. 4 minutes to go here in the first. 8-2 Tigers on top. Over to Jevin Dick. To Duke Dobbins. Duke's going to drive. Splits two defenders. Turnaround jumper with a hand in his face. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is Bagby. In transition, Stilwell kicks it over the corner. Riker, Muskrat, and he throws it away. Stolen by Jet Morrison. 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Sloppy possession for both teams right there. Jet, behind the back, little trickery. Hands it off to Javon Dick for three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Stilwell, that was Case and Soap on the rebound. In transition, 2-on-1, wide open, easy layup there for Riggins Bagby. Cuts the lead to 4. 8-4 is the score. Not to be a bore, just trying to rhyme. 3:05 to go here in the first quarter. Javen Dick bringing the ball down over to Caston Wilson. Little give and go to Morrison. Stumbles. Turnaround spinner. And he is fouled from behind. And the Stilwell faithful not happy with that call.
I was pretty happy.
Send Jet Morrison to the line. The B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line.
Good to see a lot of our old friends over there. Not old friends, a lot of our friends sitting in the bleachers over there.
Oh. Jet misses the first one.
He's got a very unusual shot. It's kind of a knuckleball thing.
2:56 remaining here in the first quarter. Tahlequah 8, Stilwell 4.
Stick this one in there, Jet.
And misses both of them. 0 for 2 at the line for Jet Morrison. Rebound, Stilwell. Carter now facing a press by the Tigers. And nearly walks, and that ball is stolen there by Wheezy Johnson. Kicks it over to Duke Dobbins. Duke to the local bank logo, being trapped. Out to Wheezy. Aiden, long pass to the corner. Caston Wilson, bounce pass inside to Duke. Duke back to Caston. Top of the key is Jet. Jet trying to make some things happen. Has the ball stolen from him. Carter ends up with it. And transition is 1-on-3. Carter, and great block there by Jet Morrison to make up for it.
That was good hustle.
Jet Morrison making something happen on the other end. Just a straight up hustle play. Caston Wilson being guarded. There, nearly losing it. Gets it over to Duke Dobbins. Duke gonna attack baseline. Jumper in a man's face, can't get fall. Rebound is Javen Dick, and he tries to put it back up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line, shooting 2.
Those will be huge for us. Those offensive rebounds.
Javen Dick,
very
looking
important
for his first varsity points of his Tahlequah Tiger career. Following in the steps of his sister, who was an outstanding Lady Tiger.
Yeah. We've got a couple of our guards that are also posting up. That's going to make it really hard for them to find somebody who can guard them.
Makes the first of 2.
That's something to look forward to in the future.
Getting the old tuck in your shirt warning. One for 2 at the line for Javen.
Oh, we're having
rebound.
Trouble shooting, aren't we?
And nearly stolen there by Jet Morrison. Got numbers. Baseline 3. Got it. That is number 20, Riggins Bagby with a 3-pointer.
9-7. Pull them back into this. And that woke the crowd up, didn't it, for Stilwell?
9-7 off the 3-pointer. Stolen. And a dunk, and we're tied. Braden Carter makes it a 9-9 game. Aiden Johnson trying to make some things happen, going baseline, and throws it away. Just like that,
trying to make too much happen.
The momentum has shifted into Stilwell's favor.
Everybody's trying to go one-on-one and just not working right now. What is this? Ashley 2-2-1 press, isn't it? 2-2-1.
Being pressured by Jet Morrison. Top of the key for three. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound Duke Dobbins. Duke is trapped. And good job wisely throwing it off of Remy Bogart's ankle. Will stay Tahlequah basketball. And now making his debut, a senior.
2 years ago, when he was a sophomore, he could drain those threes, and I haven't seen that out of him. So,
Jet Morrison splitting two defenders, and he's fouled. And that should be the 15th foul for Stilwell, sending Morrison to the line.
Well, he's been hit more than this than he was in football when he was playing.
That foul was on Riker Muskrat, his first. So Jet Morrison at the line, and you know, Tahlequah's only made one free throw from the couple of trips here to the line.
Yep. Left a lot of points on.
Misses the first of two. Looks like Daniel Carey will sub for the shooter if Jet makes this one. A senior. And Jet makes it.
There we go.
10-9, Tahlequah on top. Jet with his third point of the game. Daniel Carey making an appearance. Senior, guard, 5'10". Very fast. They've got him matched up against Dalen Wadey. Over in the corner is Muskrat. Inbound, being guarded by Kimball. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound is Wadey. Out to number 5 is Bogart for three. Got it. And Stilwell with their first lead of the game, 12-10. 26 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Off the Bogart three. Cross him up is Weezy between his legs, and we've got a foul. And Muskrat picks up his second personal foul, and Tahlequah in the bonus. So Weezy Johnson will be at the line shooting two.
He can tie this up right here. If he will.
Makes the first of two. 11-12, Tahlequah down one. Chance to tie is Aiden Johnson.
One shot.
At the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line. 17.8 seconds remaining here in the first. We're tied. 5 points now for Aiden Johnson. 12-12, 17.8. Tahlequah staying in this press. And nearly turns over and, somehow comes up with it. Now they've got numbers. He's going to pull up three. It is blocked by Aiden Johnson. Duke Dobbins with the rebound. 5 seconds to go. Duke's going to pass it over back to Duke. And Duke's going to shoot, and he's fouled from behind with 0.8 seconds to go in the first. So Duke Dobbins will go to the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line and shoot two.
I was waiting for him to jack it up from the three-point line, to be honest with you.
It was a nice pass. He passed it down into Dick, and Dick threw it back to him, and then had a good look at the basket, and then was fouled from behind. So he'll be at the line shooting two.
I bet he was surprised to get that back. Oh.
Check in for the Tigers. Number 24.
This 24 is Rick Roselle's grandson.
Sawyer Henderson?
Sawyer Henderson. Played it okay last year.
So 0 for 1 at the line as Duke see if he makes the second one, and does, and Tahlequah's back on top. 13-12 with 0.8 seconds to go. Couple substitutions here right at the end of the quarter.
What? Got some blood or something?
A little blood, so he just subbed into the game, so he'll have to check back out. That was Micah Cervantes that had subbed in and is somehow bleeding, so getting cleaned up. And so Miguel Martinez checks in the game, and right at the buzzer, three-point attempt, no good. At the end of one, Tahlequah 13, Stilwell 12. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging, estimate a bill, ask a question, or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and first quarter scoring, Jet Morrison with 3, Aiden with 5, Jevin Dick with 1, Duke Dobbins with 4, Brayton Carter with 4, Bagby for 3, Duncan for 2, and Bogart with 3, and that's how the scoring has shaken out. Tahlequah will start with the ball.
Ryan Kimball starting this quarter.
On the court for the Tigers, Caston Wilson, Rylan Kimball, Daniel Carey, Sawyer Henderson. Over to Daniel Carey, bounce pass to Miguel Martinez. Miguel Martinez baseline jumper, got it in the face of Carter.
Woo!
Martinez.
He looked like he knew what he was doing there. That's another sophomore.
15-12, Tigers on top. Top of the keys, 32, Soap. Trying to get it over, and does. And we've got a foul called against the Tigers. That's number, I believe that's 24, Sawyer Henderson, his first.
His first. Team's first foul on the period.
Sawyer's a really good baseball player also.
Number 1, Aiden Johnson.
Aiden Johnson checks back into the game for the Tigers, as does Jevin Dick. 7:23 to go here in the second quarter. 15-12, Tigers on top. Number 11 with the jumper in and out. Rebound is Dick. Duncan couldn't get it to fall, and Jevin Dick got the rebound.
I'm glad I got State Farm Insurance. That parking lot is full. It's easy to get a bean out there. State Farm will take care of it.
Wilson to Johnson, Johnson to Morrison. Morrison at the free throw line. Jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Duncan. And pushing in transition. And nearly a backcourt. Able to get across is Benham. Over to Carter. Carter attacks inside. Euro step. Has it knocked out of bounds. Look, they're going to get a whistle. Foul called against the Tigers. Let's see if that's going to be on Caston Wilson.
This guy hurt us.
Call it on number 11, Rylan Kimball.
This guy hurt us a lot last year, I think. He's pretty good.
So that'll send him to the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line, shooting 2, and he makes the first of 2.
It's the first of 2.
Makes it 15-13, 6:47 to go. And makes both of them. Brayton Carter now with 6 points. 15-14, Tahlequah by 1. 6:40 to go here in the second quarter. Jet Morrison at the top of the key. Behind his back, setting up the offense, directing traffic. Has it tipped away. Dick's able to come down with it. And then we got a timeout by Coach Qualls. That's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here.
Well, it looks like we're nervous, of course, first game of the year, and just trying to force a lot of stuff that once they settle in, they won't be trying to do some of this stuff. Everybody wants to do their best, you know, and you can't blame them.
So 15-14, Tahlequah by 1, and off a 30-second timeout called by Coach Qualls. And sometimes it's just to settle them down and maybe reevaluate some things.
So how many people have scored for us so far? 6?
Looks like just 5, Coach.
5. Well, when I get past the number on my fingers, it gets iffy after that.
Jet Morrison at the top of the key, calling for a screen, doesn't use it. Crosses him up, nearly stolen from behind, gets it over to Weezy. Rylan Kimball now with the ball, coming off the dribble, splitting double team. Jumper inside, off the backboard, no good. Gets his own rebound, kicks it over to Jaden Dick, floater. Got it. Jaden Dick for 2.
Boy, that's the most aggressive I've seen him in ever. Good job.
17-14, Tigers on top. Jevin Dick now with 3 points. 5:55 to go here in the first half. Nearly stolen by Dick. Good pressure here by Kimball. Forcing the dribble. Over to Benham. Benham wants to drive. Good defense there by Morrison. Over to Carter. Carter being pressured by Johnson. Working on and nearly stolen by Jet Morrison. Morrison thought maybe he was going to get a whistle. And he has it stolen right back by Carter. In transition, 1-on-2.
Good job,
Weezy. His hand on the ball to prevent a transition bucket. Man. Checking back in the game is Duke Dobbins.
They had a wide open layup, and Weezy put a stop to that. Good job.
Inbounding is Carter for Stilwell. Tipped by Weezy. Out of bounds, stays Stilwell basketball.
He's on a good little spell right here, isn't he? I tell you. The crowd is really into this game.
Denham over to Bagby. Bagby being guarded by Dick, coming off the screen. Good switch there by Dobbins. Trying to go baseline, turnaround jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound is 32, Cason Soap. He goes up with the left-handed jumper. He can't get it to fall. Rebound Stilwell. Baseline 3 is number 20. He can't get it to fall. And then Stilwell gets the rebound and then is fouled by Weezy Johnson. That'll send him to the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line.
A lack of size was really showing for us that time.
That's Weezy's first personal foul, and that's a 13 foul here in the second period for the Tigers.
That's his first?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he's playing hard.
So Brayton Carter will be at the line shooting 2. Misses the first. Checking into the game for the Tigers is number 24. He'll check in for Caston Wilson. That's Sawyer Henderson checking back in the game.
Yeah. Coach saw the same thing. He put a little more size in there.
Muskrat checks in the ball game for Stilwell. 0 for 1 at this trip of the line. Chance to go 1 for 2 for Carter. And he misses them both. Rebound, Duke Dobbins.
Great box out.
5 minutes to go here in the first half. Tahlequah hanging on to a 3-point lead. Dobbins off the spin. Over Weezy. Weezy head fakes. Step back jumper for 3. Air ball. And that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Stilwell basketball.
Sawyer's really boxing out well.
Bringing the ball down, number 24, Riker Muskrat.
Both teams just really look tight.
Over here on the left wing. Chance for it. Changes his mind. Over to Benham. Being guarded by Morrison. Morrison, man, and they're going to call him as he was trying to get to the ball. Morrison definitely playing very aggressive. And he picks up his first personal foul, and that is the 4th team foul against Tahlequah to no team fouls at all for Stilwell. Inbounding's number 20, Riggins Bagby. Over to Muskrat. 4:20 to go here in the first half. Tigers by 3. Baseline is Benham. One dribble and passes it out.
Coach has put a lot of players in the game already, trying to keep them fresh.
4 minutes to go. Drives baseline jumper. Off the rim, no good. Late whistle.
What the heck? That was so late.
Late whistle foul call. Blocking against number Jet Morrison, his second. So that'll send him to the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line, shooting 2, and he makes the first of 2. Bagby with his 4th point. And makes them both. It's a 1-point game now for Tahlequah. Dobbins going to bring the ball down for the Tigers. 3:50 to go here in the first half. Being pressured. Looking for some help. Goes back door to Javen Dick. Nice move by Javen Dick. Finishes at 10, and that was pretty.
That was a
19-16, back to a 3-point advantage for the Tigers. 3:30 to go here in the second. Benham over in the corner. Well, long 3 ball off the rim, no good. Up for grabs. Stilwell comes down with it. That's number 12, Carter. Inside, trying to work against Dobbins. Out to Benham, jumper, no good. And there's another whistle. So what we've got now. And that's going to be a foul against Stilwell, number 32. Kason Soap, his second personal foul. And again, that's the first team foul for Stilwell, and it comes with 3:15 to go in the first half.
They do a lot of pushing on those rebound attempts. Got caught that time.
Jet Morrison off the screen. Over to Sawyer Henderson. Henderson to Johnson. Over to Javen Dick. Back to Henderson. Weezy at the top of the key. Sawyer going to take it. Nice little layup there. Right-handed layup there by Sawyer Henderson. His first 2 points of the game.
That boy can play. I got a lot of kids with some talent out here.
Jumper, got it. Bagby now with 7 points. High point for Stilwell. 21-18, Tahlequah by 3 with 2:15 to go here in the first half. Javen Dick being guarded over Weezy. Morrison, he attacks, kicks it out. One more, Henderson changes his mind, back to Johnson.
Pace is, wow. They're missing that cutter coming around that screen.
Behind his back is Morrison. Resetting the offense is Aiden Johnson.
I think he's got a cramp.
And good sportsmanship there by number 24, nice, Muskrat, helping him work out that cramp. So Luke Duncan going to check in the ball game for Stilwell.
Number 10.
Luke Duncan will go against Luke Dobbins. That's kind of, I like that. That's pretty cool.
Gotta go get him some pickle juice and mustard.
Yeah. So.
Northeastern Health Systems, one of our sponsors, and
we got another one over here.
And they need them up here giving us some health advice.
Minute 45 to go here in the second. 21-18. Rylan Kimball going to check in the ball game for the Tigers since they stop play. Jet has to come out.
So did number 1.
And Weezy also now, like, the cramps were contagious.
So you need to get that vinegar. What is it? It's mustard, pickle juice, and vinegar stuff like that. Helps with cramps. Potassium.
Banana.
Yeah, bananas.
Just so
pickle juice, lemon juice.
Everybody's
like,
so tense, so tight, so nervous. So here we go.
Minute 45 to go, 21-18, Tahlequah basketball. Off the injury timeout. Duke Dobbins with the ball, looks to the sideline, has the play. Being pressured by Carter. Over Henderson. Henderson being pressured by Benham. And he's going to have to do something with it soon. He does. Over to Wilson. Back to Dobbins. Kimball.
Look for your shot, Kimball.
Minute 20 to go here in the first half. Caston Wilson. Over to Javen Dick. Rylan Kimball looks to attack, changes his mind, retreats, back to Javen Dick. And as Tahlequah trying to force the issue there, intercepted there by Benham.
I think his own man took him out.
And good block from behind is Jevin Dick. Something to think about here as Daniel Carey checks in is, you know how long that was for Tahlequah. This will be the last year, as in 2026, 26-27, the shot clock is being implemented.
Is that why those are up there now? Those are,
yeah,
were those there before?
I'm not sure.
I really can't remember.
Yeah, so they were there before, but
they were.
Now the shot clock is going to be implemented next year.
Right.
So
I don't even remember the clocks being above the rims last year, like at all. I guess I just never paid enough attention.
Now that you mentioned it, I don't know either.
I don't.
Yeah, so Carter took a shot there to the nose, but he's not having to come out.
Yeah, I think that was his own guy on accident.
Yeah, it was Benham that had ran into him. So 21-18 with a minute to go here in the first half. Tahlequah by 3. Carter being guarded by Dobbins. Takes it baseline, and what a finish by Brayton Carter, who now has 8 points. 21-20, Tahlequah by 1 over to Daniel Carey. Creating space, bounce pass. That was a bad pass to Carter. And good defense there by Carey to force the errant pass. And then Dobbins is fouled.
Yeah, I don't know if he really got fouled there, but we'll take it. That's the benefit of having 2 refs.
Yeah, that's a tough call there.
34 seconds to go here.
And that is a tough one because that is Carter's 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul. It's 34.5 seconds to go in the game. Good to see Aiden Johnson and Jet Morrison back in. They got their salt pill or whatever was needed. Over to Casson, back to Dobbins. 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Dobbins to his left, back to his right, working through a triple team. Someone's got to be open. And there's another timeout there by Coach Qualls. I mean, someone had to be open. There were 3 guys on Duke Dobbins. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. 23.5 seconds.
Yeah, he was upset because nobody was coming to the ball. He was all the way across the floor. Not giving him anybody to pass to.
Take a moment. Thanks to some of our sponsors. First State Bank.
Gary, you want to talk about Laura Lund, State Farm?
Yes. Laura Lund, State Farm. Up there on the Downing Street. She got all kinds of insurance for your house, home, all kinds of stuff. They got a good staff. And they've been sponsoring with us ever since we started. So, Laura, thank you very much. Go by and see them. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
23.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Tigers by 1, 21-20 with the ball.
Kelly, you woke me up there, Oz.
Well, we got to get it. Yeah, we got to get her. Make sure we get it.
Inbounds. Jamin Dick being trapped, able to get over it, and there is a whistle. Foul called against number 20, Bagby, his first.
They've still got one foul to give, so they'll be putting maximum pressure on them.
19 seconds to go. Jet bringing it across. Kicks it out to Dobbins. Dobbins for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebounds Jamin Dick over to Caston Wilson. Wilson back to Morrison, 5 seconds to go. Trying to split, and he's fouled. With 3.6 seconds to go here in the first half. Chris Canoe, his 2nd foul. And one more team foul will put him to the line, but there's only 3.6 seconds remaining here in the first half. Tahlequah looking to get a shot off. Caston Wilson baseline 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. And that is how the end of the first half will be. 21-20, Tahlequah on top. We'll be back. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Get Kasasa Cashback at First.
If you're struggling with your weight and you're not happy with what you see in the mirror, maybe you've tried tons of different gyms and it's very intimidating, or you've tried all the different diets and nothing seems to work. It's time to take control of your life and be the person that you know you can be and your family deserves. We're Elevated Aesthetics, and we're not just a normal gym. You see, the people who come here get results. On average, each client that joins loses over 32 pounds, and we've helped our clients lose over 5,000 pounds in total. When you come, you're going to get the one-on-one help you need and deserve to help guide you through this confusing journey called health and fitness. Also, our gym is private, just for our clients. So you're going to be welcomed into this family who are all striving after the same goal, and you won't come into this gym feeling awkward or deal with a crowded gym. So if you're looking to achieve the results that you've never thought were possible and you want a place to belong, here at Elevated Aesthetics, we're here for you. If you're interested, text family to 918-265-4477. 918-265-4477, and we'll get together and show you all the different options that we have to help you achieve your goals.
My dad won't be undersold.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network. I'm Ashley Stevens, along with Coach Gary Wing, Dr. Kelly Calloway, Craig Wing, and Ryan Houser on the camera work. And it's a ball game, as they generally are, with the Stilwell Indians, 21-20. Tahlequah on top, scoring for the Tigers. Jet Morrison with 3, Aiden Easy Johnson with 5, Jevin Dick also with 5, Miguel Martinez with 2, Duke Dobbins with 4, and Sawyer Henderson with 2. Scoring for Stilwell, Remy Bogart with 3, Luke Duncan with 2, Brayton Carter with 8, and Riggins Bagby with 7. So, Coach, you said it off air when when they start figuring out how to score, one's going to win the ball game, right? Lots of points left out there as Tahlequah's not shooting well from the free throw line.
Right. Well,
and you've got to take the free ones, right? You know, you win the ball game with free throws and turnovers, and those are going to be important down the stretch as these guys are starting to get into foul trouble.
Shooting's a lot like playing golf. The harder you try, the more you strain and stress, the harder it gets. It's a need to relax when they go up. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
First game of the year, first game jitters.
And again, let's not forget that this is a young Tahlequah Tiger team. Not a single senior starting. Riley Kimball has come in and has played well, but you've got 2 freshmen starting, and they're not really playing like freshmen, Coach.
No.
A few mistakes here and there, but they're playing very well.
I was going to say they're not playing like freshmen. There was a couple of times on defense where it looked like, yes, they're freshmen. But overall, I think they gave a great accounting of themselves that first half.
When you look at Duke Dobbins and Javen Dick, they're basketball people, right? They come from basketball families, so their knowledge of the game and positioning and their basketball IQ is a little higher than you would expect from a freshman. So they've been around the game forever. They know this game, and so they're finally getting this opportunity now that's going to pay dividends deep in the season and then for several years to come. So start of the second half, Stilwell has the basketball. We flipped end zones. Still trying to work out my football references. Carter at the top of the key being guarded by Weezy. 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. Over the left wing, then drive inside, Euro step, and there's a whistle. And a foul called. And that's Caston Wilson's first foul. No, excuse me, his second personal foul, first team foul for the Tigers. Just got lost.
That was a freshman mistake.
And Riggins Bagby puts the Indians on top by 1, 22-21. Javen Dick being guarded by Bagby. Gets it over to Caston. Off the screen. One bounce pass over to Weezy. I liked it, and Weezy pulls it back out. Dobbins to Javen. One-handed pass to Weezy. Being guarded by Benham. Hesitation dribble. Kicks it back out to Javen Dick. Jumper at the elbow. Can't find the rim. Goes out of bounds. Stilwell basketball.
Well,
looking a little more lethargic here at the start of the third quarter. Inside to Benham. Being guarded. Wide open, can't get the fall. Good rebound there by Aiden Johnson. Defense there by Javen Dick.
Well, that one guy is schooling us on, we're going to have to wake up on defense. That's 2 wide open layups they've had.
Duke Dobbins trying to work off the screen. Nearly has it stolen. Is able to come up with it. A little jumper. Can't get it fall. Gets his own rebound. There he goes with the putback.
Duke Dobbins. That's good when you can get a rebound and a score.
Adding his stats.
Duke Dobbins now with 6, 23-22. Tigers back on top in this neck and neck, back and forth ball game.
Keep holding the sign up over there.
Being guarded by Jet Morrison is Carter. Jet being handsy. Crosses him up, jumper at the elbow. Got it, nothing but net for Carter.
Well, they're starting to light it up a little bit.
24-23. Another lead change. Dobbins going to be trapped. Over to Javen Dick. Got numbers. Kicks it out. 3-ball for Weezy. But net. 3-ball.
Great pass there out to
Aiden Weezy Johnson. Now with 8. 2-point advantage now for the Tigers with 5:15 to go. And we've got a whistle. We've got a water bottle on the court.
I bet it fell from over the. Maybe?
They usually won't let them set up there on the balcony like that.
Not sure where that water bottle even came from. That is the water bottle controversy.
Well, Linda and Renita are sisters, the two sisters, have all kinds of investments to help you grow your money. So go by and see them down on. They're running.
And there's
them
the
off.
culprits.
Thank you.
There's their two sisters' cat.
Moving everybody away from the rail. And the controversy has been quelled for the time being. You know what car riding now, Rania? Notice the SROs are just kind of setting back and letting car take care of it, and that's it. They have cleared the rail except for the photographer. And
Carl over there flexing his muscles too.
I'm telling you what, he works out.
He does. I see him at the fit sometimes, and he works out.
Carly, I don't know if you know this or not, but he was a national finalist at free throw contest. Elks Club used to sponsor free throw contests. He won the local, the regional, the area, went all the way up to the nationals. Big deal, man. He was a great free throw shooter.
Back in action, Stilwell basketball.
Good to go, they said.
Running 2 officials as we had one of the officials go down in the girls' game with an injury, unable to make it back into action. So running just 2.
I haven't seen him since then, have you?
I have not. Being guarded closely by Dobbins with renewed vigor. Over to Benham to Morrison. Morrison was guarding him. Bagby back to Carter. Try to work a double screen. Had him. A good job there by Duke Dobbins to force the held ball, and that will be Tahlequah basketball. Great job on the trap. They did a great job there because they obstructed his vision because the guy coming off the trap was wide open. But good job there to obstruct the vision. He didn't see it, and then great job by Duke to force the held ball and get Tahlequah the basketball back.
Somebody move.
And we've got a foul called. That's number 20, Riggins Bagby, his second personal, first team foul for Stilwell.
BJ Baker's Holliturdy foul.
Jet Morrison putting the brakes on, behind the back dribble.
The Top Gun. Wait, no, that's your. You haven't had to get to today.
Hadn't done the little fly right by yet. Off the screen, Dobbins turns him around, 3-pointer in his face, can't get the fall. Great rebound by Weezy, but then he has it taken away from him.
He needs to just take that back up.
Yeah, he doesn't need to bring that ball down, just go right back out.
He can get up in there, can he?
Back inside, fights through contact and finishes. That's Luke Duncan. For 2, we're tied at 26. 4:15 to go here in the third. Tigers with some numbers here. Jet Morrison behind the back, going to be trapped. There's 3 of them on him. Someone's got to be open. Casson Wilson now with the ball. And Stilwell now applying some pressure and steals it from Javen Dick all alone. And just an easy layup, and now they're on top by 2 for Braden Carter. 28-26, Stilwell on top off of the Tahlequah turnover. Nice screen set by Weezy. Duke Dobbins at right wing. Back to Weezy. Directing traffic is Aiden Johnson. Got space. Decides to dribble. Goes attacks inside. Kicks out to Jet Morrison. Head fake, nothing doing. Round the corner it goes. Dobbins back to Caston. Nice move there by Caston. Tacks inside at the wing. Got it.
Nice shot right there. Nice play.
What happened?
We've got another whistle. We've got another injury. That's a cramp there by Aiden Johnson. So he's going to have to come out. Excuse me.
Oh, get hydrated. You got to get hydrated.
Rylan Kimball going to check in the ball game while they work out the cramp.
Boy, that was hurt. Oh, gosh. Well,
3:11 to go here in the third. We're all tied at 28. Benham at the top being guarded by Jet. Jet doing a good job against the big man. Nearly turned the ball over. Able to maintain composure. Attacks the baseline. He's wide open, and good job there by Rylan Kimball to come up and scoop up the loose ball. The turnover Stilwell. And man, they had Bagby wide open as they lost him during all the shuffle. Just couldn't bring in the pass. And good job by the sticky hands of Rylan Kimball to come up with it. 2:30 to go here in the third. Javen Dick, spin move, and there's the whistle. Foul called against number 20. That's Bagby's third personal foul. Second team foul of the third quarter.
Well,
and Stilwell faithful not liking that call. Deep pass over to Jet. Jet able to come down with it. Gets it over to Dobbins. Dobbins looks to attack. Nothing doing there. Over to Kimball. Good movement. Resetting the offense. Jet attacks inside. Pull-up jumper at the elbow. Can't get it to fall. Rebounds number 32, Kason Soap. Pushing it down the court is Stilwell. Still tied at 28. 2:04 to go here in the third. Benham inside to Soap. Soap trying to work. Has it punched out. There by Javen Dick. Tahlequah's got numbers. Easy layup there for Jet Morrison.
Well, if you shoot one of those on a 2-on-1, you better make it, because you got a guy wide open on the other side. So it was an excellent play.
Jet Morrison puts the Tigers up by 2. Inside is Carter trying to get the fall. Nothing doing. Tahlequah coming, trying to get the rebound, and it goes off the rim. And I think they're going to get Javen Dick for a foul. And they do. That's his first personal foul. Team second. Kingston Hall, the senior, the K-State football commit, making his first appearance in the ballgame.
He's so huge. It's crazy how big that dude is.
Inbound again. They lost same play they did earlier. And there's a foul. Kingston gets in and gets his first foul, and the basket is good and one.
Our freshmen are showing on defense, so they've given up 3 layups on that inbounds. But that happens pros and every level. Those inbounds plays are very effective.
So at the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line, Brayton Carter for the opportunity for the and one. And misses it. And rebound.
Yeah, he's over the back.
And he is on his back. And let's see who they call it.
They're calling it on us.
Well, Rylan had his arms wrapped around his waist, even though he was over on top of him. And so Rylan Kimball gets whistled for his second foul. And that is the 4th team foul for the Tigers. 30-30 tie ball game with 1:30 to go in the third quarter. 3-ball attempt, no good. And here comes another foul on the floor on the rebound attempt. But that is the 5th foul, so they'll be in the bonus. So Carter will go to the line, shooting 2. And now the crowd is getting both sides here not liking the call. So Kingston Hall into the game.
That was actually on Kingston.
I don't think so either, but they gave it to him. So
that was actually on probably Louisiana.
So
Boom.
So Brayton makes the first of 2 and puts Indians up 1.
One thing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Gary.
Very entertaining game right here, guys.
Well, there was 3 fouls in a matter of 4 seconds. Goes 2 for 2.
I gave him 321 points.
So 32-30. Indians on top. Pull-up jumper is Morrison, and there's a whistle.
The B.J. Baker trial attorney name is getting whistled a lot, or called a lot tonight.
That's it.
Foul's going to be charged to Remy Bogart. His first personal, 13th foul. Jet Morrison shooting 2.
So Morrison will be at the line shooting 2. And makes the first one.
That's going to give for the Tigers, number 24, Shiner Henderson.
So we got a substitution coming in the ball game here. Sawyer Henderson.
And he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good job. He needed those. Tied the ball game back up with 1:13 to go in this third quarter.
And that goes out of bounds, stays Stilwell basketball.
Good job of fronting him there.
Well, there was a lot of contact going on there.
Excuse me. Inbound long pass, taken at the eye of the Tiger. Moving the right wing, being guarded by Jet Morrison. Top of the key is Carter, being guarded by Weezy. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Henderson trying to get over to Benham. Off the rim, no good. Rebound is number 20. And he's swarmed by a group of Tigers. And Weezy nearly comes up with it. And Weezy's cramping again, trying to fight through it. And he makes a quick foul because he's hurt. So we're going to see what this call is.
Stilwell fans are about to come out on the floor. I mean, we got to give them a little bit of a break. There's only 2 refs.
Right. And that was a foul.
They're giving it intentional, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean,
he's probably going to have to just.
I mean, I don't know what he's doing. They need to get into the training room and work that out. You can see it balling up. Yeah. I mean,
that's going to be really sore tomorrow, too.
Oh, no, they're not doing it intentional. I thought they were at first.
So at the line, shooting 2 is Brayton Carter.
We've been giving up a lot of offensive rebounds, and that leads to a lot of fouls under there.
Hopefully, Aiden can get the cramps under control, because man, those hurt.
Yeah.
And he's a tough kid, so that first one is good. Back on top is Stilwell. We talked about free throws winning you the ball game, right? And this quarter has been free throws for Stilwell. And 2 for 2. Brayton Carter has 10 in this quarter alone now for 18 points total. 34-32, Stilwell on top with 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Jet Morrison over to Javen Dick. Dick being guarded by Bagby. 20 seconds to go. Qualls wants to hold for the last shot. Bagby doing a good job of closing out. He's not going to let him sit back there and let them work the clock off. Over to Sawyer. Oh, and trying to hand it off to Javen Dick, and he just loses control over it. And here comes Stilwell in transition with 3 seconds to go. Baseline 3, an opportunity, nothing doing. Rebound, and he's got a cramp too. My goodness sakes. And that's the end of the third quarter. Stilwell 34. Tahlequah 32. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Hello, I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah. owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network, and that quarter, was a 14-point quarter for Stilwell, and an 11-point quarter for Tahlequah, and it is a 34-32 at the start of the fourth quarter, and what seems to be an ongoing issue plaguing the Tigers right now is hydration. A couple of players cramping at inopportune times. Checking into the ball game for the Tigers, number 25, Micah Cervantes.
Well, do we have time to mention some few sponsors? Green Country Funeral Home, of course. Baker's Furniture, thank you for sponsoring. Go by and get you a recliner out there. Chris's Quick Lube. Thank you guys for sponsors. Go by and see them. Starting the fourth quarter. Anybody's ball game right now, Ashley?
It's been a back and forth ball game.
Oh, man.
And there's a quick foul against Jet Morrison. And I'm honestly surprised, as kind of tight as they have called some fouls, that they haven't called him more for that, because he's done it most of the night and gotten away with it.
Yeah.
And, but that is his third personal foul, first team foul here in the fourth quarter. Benham being guarded by Henderson. Carter being guarded closely by Micah Cervantes. And another whistle. Foul called against the Tigers.
Well, they had him a layup.
That's Sawyer Henderson.
Knocked it out of bounds, saved it a layup, Ashley.
Sawyer with his second personal. Second team foul already here in the fourth quarter.
They called him for a foul?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
7:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. Quickly inbounds, knocked away by Duke Dobbins, and then Cervantes couldn't come up with it, so off of his foot will stay Stilwell basketball. Inbounds to Benham, back over to Carter, and over in short corner, and good defense there by Jet Morrison to knock it out of bounds. Stay Stilwell basketball. Carter inbounding for Stilwell.
Well, that's some tough defense, making it hard to even catch the ball, much less score. It's really good.
Over the wing, now baseline, short corner, inside to Benham. And he took one extra step as he dragged the pivot foot. Turnover Stilwell. The Tahlequah basketball. Tahlequah with a chance to tie here, potentially take the lead with a three-pointer. 7:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jet Morrison being guarded by Remy Bogart. Inside jumper. Got it. Nice shooter's roll.
Yeah, he's finally relaxing a little bit on that shot. That looked good. Looked like last year, didn't it?
We're all tied up at 34. Benham being guarded by Henderson. Carter working off the screen. Offensive foul against Stilwell. Against number 24, against Riker Muskrat, and I believe that's his third personal foul.
Yeah, he's got a little wild on his setting the screen.
First team foul for Stilwell. Checking in the game is Javen Dick.
I hope that cramp holds off a little bit.
Morrison going to bring the ball down. Looks like Caston Wilson will check back in on the next whistle. 6:45 to go here in the fourth. Jevin Dick with the ball. Gets it inside to Duke Dobbins. We've got a Stilwell player down. Can't get it to fall. Stilwell with the ball. And I think this 24 is shaken up. I think they need to look at him. he took a shot to the head. And with what recently happened with Connor's player, we need to get him checked out.
I think it was.
He took an elbow.
He ran into that screen.
Yeah.
I mean, it was not on purpose or anything.
But hey, we have one of the best trainers in the state. I'm telling you that right now. They'll get him checked out.
He's been busy tonight.
6:35 to go here in the fourth. We're all tied, 34-34.
What's the biggest lead any team's had? 2?
Tahlequah had it by 8 early in the first quarter. Great job there by Jet Morrison. And we've got a foul against number 5, Stilwell. Good defense there by Jet Morrison, and then was able to draw the foul against Remy Bogart, his second personal.
Another B.J. Baker trial attorney foul there.
Aiden Johnson checks back into the game.
Checking back in for the Tigers, number 1, Aiden Johnson.
34 all with 6:20 to go here in the ball game. Off the twist, over to Dobbins. Dobbins to Wilson. Jevin Dick. Tacks inside. He has it blocked. Rebound Stilwell. 6 minutes to go. Pushing it is Carter. Finds, there you go. That's the Top Gun reference. Just against us.
We don't want to use it against us.
Benham for 2. 36-34, Stilwell on top after the Benham basket. 5:40 to go here in the fourth. Coming off the screen, Jet Morrison elects not to use it. Kicks it over to Caston Wilson. He tacks baseline. Kicks it out to Duke Dobbins for 3. Got it! There we go. Duke Dobbins for 3. Timeout. Tahlequah.
Going back in front. That was a big shot.
With his 3 ball, Tahlequah now 37. Stillwell 36.
It just feels like every shot's going to be a big shot from here on
timeout. We're going to take a break with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't. But this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Full timeout taken by the Tahlequah Tigers after the 3-point basket by Duke Dobbins puts the Tigers back on top by 1. And I've lost count of lead changes, Coach. It has been back and forth here in this second half with no team able to pull away.
Yeah, and it looks like this might go to the final minute like this. But they've relaxed a little bit. They're not so helter-skelter and a little more efficient with the play now.
Well, that was Duke Dobbins' 9th point. Jet Morrison with 10 leading scorer for the Tigers.
It's really funny, you know, we're scoring in the 30s right now. In February, it'll be 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
The shooting will just get so much better during the year.
Carter bringing the ball down for Stilwell. 5:20 to go here in the ball game. 1-point advantage for Tahlequah. Inside drive, floater, can't get the fall. Rebound, Stilwell, put back, and it is good.
That's really hurting us.
Benham, who has been quiet for most of the game, now has 4 points here in the fourth quarter, and Stilwell has the lead, 38-37. Dobbins off the pressure, able to get it across half court, gets it over to Jevin Dick, working through the screen. Dobbins at the top of the key for 3. Got it! He is heating up. Another 3-ball for Duke Dobbins. Tahlequah by 2, 40-38.
It's like he's got shooting in his family. Skill there.
40-38, Tigers on top, 4:30 to go here in the game. Attacking, nice ball movement, and again, just letting them fly by. Can't get it to finish, and foul call, so Benham will go to the B.J. Baker trial attorney free throw line, shooting 2, and that foul's called on Jevin Dick.
That's the typical garbage guy. He just stays right underneath that basket. And
well, he's done it 3 times now. That head fake, and they fly by, and then he goes back up. And so at the line shooting 2 is Benham, and he makes the first of 2. And telling you what, talking about having a fourth quarter, again, been relatively quiet, and now has 5 points in the fourth quarter. And Aiden Johnson.
Yeah, he killed us last year. Oh, I'm telling you. Henderson in the ball game.
Misses the second one. Ball's up for rebound, and Duke Dobbins does a good job of coming down with it. Bounce pass to Henderson. Wilson wide open, baseline 3. Kick, goodness, talking about Tahlequah magic.
What a bounce. 2 bounces.
Wilson for 3. Tigers on top, 43-39. 3 ball off, Carter off the front of the rim, no good. Great job there by Henderson to block out Benham, but Stilwell still able to run down the rebound, and then a 3-ball good by Bagby. 43-42 Tahlequah on top. Tahlequah basketball, good pressure there by Remy Bogart.
People are mad, but you gotta say there's 2 refs. There should be a third one over there, and they can't see it.
3:44 to go in a contentious back and forth ball game for the Tigers versus the Indians. Bounce pass to Dobbins. Dobbins being pressured by Carter. Comes back with a trap. And here we go. There's a foul on Carter, and that may be his 4th. And it is. 4th personal foul against Carter with the 3rd team foul. So, you kind of want to go after Carter now that he's in foul trouble. Major foul trouble here. Jet Morrison being guarded by Remy Bogart. Behind the back dribble. Head fake. Spin. And he's fouled. And that'll be the 4th team foul.
That was a warm-up shot there.
A little warm-up shot.
Is he getting cramps too?
They're all getting cramps.
Next one that Stilwell has will be shooting.
Luke Duncan checks in the ball game. Another foul called against number 5, Remy Bogart. So that's his 3rd personal. 4th team foul for Stilwell. Riker Muskrat checks into the ball game for Stilwell. 3:31 to go here in the game. Tigers by 1. Lob pass into Caston Wilson. Quickly right back to Jevin Dick. Back to Caston, setting up the offense. Duke Dobbins, Jet Morrison, back to Caston. Jevin for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Henderson trying to get the rebound, and they're going to get him with a foul.
Good try.
That is Sawyer Henderson's 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul for the Tigers. Stilwell also a 4-team foul, so a foul by either team will put them in bonus.
Yep. We've got a 1-point lead here with 3 minutes to go. Kind of getting where the heart's racing a little bit here. I didn't know what to expect from these young players, but they've given a good show of it.
3-minute warning here in the ball game. 43-42, Tigers by 1. Carter drives, jumper, can't get the fall, rebound. Weezy in trouble. Over to Casson, and it's stolen by Carter. Spinner, layup, got it. That's just a straight-up effort play by Brayton Carter to put the Indians up by 1. And this is where youth and inexperience come in, and we've got a whistle. We got a foul called against Stilwell, and that is a foul that puts them into bonus. So Duke Dobbins will go to the line with an opportunity to tie and take the lead, and that was on number 20, Riggins Bagby, for his 4th personal foul.
Tahlequah Stilwell boys games are just
always neck and neck.
We still have 3 players with terrible cramps still.
And Duke Dobbins misses the first of 2. Now he can tie it. 2:37 to go here in the game.
Yeah. Well, the clock's going by fast, seems like.
Misses both of them, so Stilwell maintains the lead. 44-43 with 2.5 to go here in the ball game.
Defense here.
Carter in no hurry, looking to work some clock, works off the screen. Good job there by Caston Wilson, get his hands on it, knock it out of bounds. Jevin Dick doesn't check back into the ball game for Caston Wilson. 2:19 to go, Stilwell by 1. Carter inbounding for Stilwell. Lob pass goes way down. In no hurry to bring it back. 2:15. Goes baseline. Top of the key is Benham. Left alone for 3. In and out. Rebound, Javen Dick. Over to Duke Dobbins.
Get it over.
Bounce pass to Jevin Dick. Under 2 to go. Out to Henderson. Dobbins. And they are pressuring and timeout to Tahlequah. Yeah, this is a good timeout there by Coach Balls. Need to settle this young team down.
Yeah, Stilwell, every opportunity they get the ball, they put 2 men on them.
And we're going to take a break. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back. You're getting your money's worth tonight, folks. Minute 47 to go here in the fourth. Stilwell by 1, 44-43. Tahlequah in the bonus, 1 to give.
We've really got to go to the ball here because they're going to be pressuring, so we can't just lackadaisical move. We got to go with a purpose and get this ball.
On the court for the Tigers, Jevin Dick, Aiden Johnson, Duke Dobbins, Jet Morrison, and Sawyer Henderson. Jet gonna take it, gives it over Jevin. Off the screen, Jevin Dick, nice hesitation, kicks it out corners, Wheezy Johnson. Nice take there, good finish there by Wheezy, and what a great time.
That was way to go to the basket.
Tigers back on top.
Back and forth, back and forth. One defense, stop them one time, guys. We can win this game. Stop them one time.
Long pass, corner 3. No good. Rebounds Carter. Off the rim, got it.
We had 2 Stilwell guys and no Tahlequah guys.
46-45, Stilwell on top. Got numbers here. Javen Dick. Off the backboard, God.
Boy, that was a hard shot right there.
47-46, 55 seconds remaining in the ball game.
That little freshman had no fear on that one.
45 seconds. Carter off his ankle, Tahlequah basketball.
That might be the first mistake Carter's made all night.
I know, he has played an outstanding game.
He may have never done that his whole career.
He's a baller, I'm telling you now. I'm props to that kid.
Over to Morrison. Morrison going to be trapped by 3. Hey, good job there by Jet Morrison to get through all of that. 30 sequence to go.
Get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball.
Timeout, something.
Timeout, Tahlequah. 25.8 seconds remaining in this game. And Matt Qualls looking for the first win of the season for the Tigers. And opening day here in Tahlequah, and it's been an exciting ball game. Multiple lead changes here in the third and fourth quarter between two teams with no love lost between each other, battling it out here at the T-Mac. You couldn't ask for a better opening game.
You know,
two great basketball players.
Yeah, Jet showed no fear there. He held that ball for a long time, and there's a lot of things go wrong. A lot of guys are afraid to handle it in that situation, but he didn't. So
yeah,
it's good leadership.
Next on action for the boys and girls.
You know, you have a 1-point lead. If you're Stilwell, you know, you try to play tight defense, but if you foul, you're going to send them to the line.
Yeah.
You know, so this is where that coaching chess game comes to play, right? If you're Tahlequah, do you try to stall the ball here with 25 seconds? Do you try to move the ball around and, you know, or what?
Stilwell has been playing very tight defense and doing really well at getting double and or triple teams on most of our guys.
Nonetheless, if Tahlequah draws a foul, they have got to win it. Like we said early on, you're going to win the ball game at the free throw line, and you got to take the free ones. So look for a very tight defense, and Stilwell now wants to take a timeout themselves.
Let's see, if it's a full, we'll take it.
Well, Stilwell doesn't know who to foul because it's early in the season. They don't know who the good shooters are. I think they'll try real hard to steal the ball and then foul if they have to.
Coach's timeout full. We'll take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging? Estimate a bill? Ask a question? Or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. 25.8 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Tahlequah 47, Stilwell 46.
And there's a lot of things can happen in 25 seconds. First off, we got to get this ball in.
Inbound to Duke Dobbins. And he's quickly fouled. So that will send Duke Dobbins to the line. And if you recall, he missed both last time. So talking about a pressure situation for a freshman, right? An opportunity right here to help ice the ball game, to extend this lead to 3 if he makes both of them here at the B.J. Baker Trial Attorney free throw line.
And we need both of them, as we know from last year.
And in and out. This is the first of 2.
Boy, that looks so good, too. Yeah, they made a 3 right at the buzzer after the buzzer to win that game last year.
Got it. 2-point lead now for the Tigers. 19 seconds to go. Carter working off the screen. Corner 3 ball for the lead. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Duke Dobbins, and he's fouled. So Dobbins will go to the line with an opportunity again.
That was a huge rebound.
Big rebound. Oh, yeah. Great look there from base. That's the exact spot that they won it from last year. Yeah. The exact spot in that corner, and couldn't get it to fall this year. Great rebound there by Duke Dobbins. Opportunity to put the Tigers up by 4. With 8.8 seconds to go, a lot of pressure on the freshman.
And again, we need both of these.
And he makes the first. It's now a 3-point game as Duke Dobbins with a chance now
This would make us look pretty good right here if he makes this one.
Ice water in that young man's veins. 50-46 by 4. Tigers. Long 3-ball for Carter. Air ball. Rebound. Jet Morrison. Tigers are going to win. That's ball game. 50-46.
What a game.
As the Tigers exact revenge.
What a game. I don't know about those players, but I've been looking forward to this for a year to try to get revenge on that.
Just remember, we got to go to Stilwell too.
Final scoring for the Tigers: 9 for Jet Morrison, 10 for Aiden Johnson, 7 for Jevin Dick, 15 high score for Duke Dobbins, and 5 for Caston Wilson. And Tahlequah Tigers with the win. Both girls and boys sweep the Stilwell Indians. Hey, I'm Ashley Stevens, Coach Gary Wing, Dr. Kelly Calloway, Craig Wing, and Ryan Hosley. Thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network. We'll see you later. Gina!